recap, one of you. It's gonna be brave enough to press the button. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna press the button?
I suppose I'm pressing the funny button.
I just wait to type the
Good job, Rebel.
Alright. That's cool. Turning pages in my notes. So we spent half of last session watching Toto defend Barkley with his life. Who was he defending Barkley against, you may ask? Well, the ever intimidating Chris and Juno. Toto fortunately got the assistance from Saffron's water bow, and Barkley is actually trying. He's not just he's more or less going for the kill, but he doesn't use the bad juice. He just makes Chris drunk, which only makes him stronger. So all in all, after a 2-hour-long combat, Team Gold wins, which means that Toto is a little bit depressed and Quinn is proud of his younger sister. Fortunately, Chris decides not to expel Barkley, but he also decides not to forgive him. It happens. So after dinner that day, Sylvia is like, "Hey Toto, can I talk to you?" So yeah, they hang out near the door that all the growling's coming from, and they talk about animals. Sylvia understands. She knows she's gonna get kicked out of the school at the end of this tournament. So she's like, "Hey, I did this because Casper's my friend. So when I'm gone, can you be Casper's friend for me?" And Toto's like, I don't know, man. What if I just try to keep you in the school instead? She's like, "Okay, but I don't think you're gonna do it." He's like, "Okay, no bet." Meanwhile, Quinn is having a secret meeting with Fee and Meek because Meek has realized we have the power in politics class. But she also doesn't know what to do with this power. So a few things are proposed. One, we're going to have a school dance. No one can argue that it's going to happen. We're also discussing what we should do in terms of the tournament, because we could end it early, call it a no contest, or just let it happen. But yeah, we discussed some things. There's also a mention of expelling Ted, because Team Gold is they're really fucking convinced that Ted's the great pretender. And Quinn's like, "Look, I see where you're coming from, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think there's enough evidence." And they're like, "What the fuck, Quinn? Go find the evidence for yourself then." He's like, "Damn, guess I will." And then later on, there's a team meeting because Toto's like, "Guys, we got to make sure Sylvia stays in the school." And Quinn's like, "Hey, by the way, I have a way for Sylvia to stay in the school." However, Erwin brings up some very insightful potential repercussions of whatever we propose in terms of the tournament. So therefore, I was supposed to spend this week contemplating what to actually vote on, and I still don't remember shit. So now we're going to go interrogate Ted to find out if he's the great pretender.
Oh, are you going to go interrogate Ted before the politics? Is that your plan? Is that your plan?
I mean,
Yeah.
I have to before the voting power gets fucked. I have to talk to him is the thing. Because otherwise, if it is true that he's the dude we should vote out and we should take this chance, then we'd have to do it now. But yeah.
Okay.
I finished recapping.
So if you are going to do that, then we'll open up with Quinn.
Oh.
No, sadness. You're the one who said what you're going to do. Is anyone going with Quinn to go talk to Ted?
I think someone should go with Quinn to go talk to Ted.
Is it Erwin?
What is the?
You guys left off talking to each other in a little.
Erwin
Yeah.
is more investigative, and Toto has somebody else he needs to go talk to.
I don't think you have anyone else you can talk to right now.
True.
I think you're just making excuses.
I feel like if anyone, I would want Toto to come with me because of his fancy Pathfinder powers.
But Ted knows about them if he is the Great Pretender, and I'm not gonna.
All
be
the
able to
more
get him out.
reason.
If you ask, I'll go with you.
Allow Toto to come with me.
But
Go ahead and repeat it. You guys are still together. I'm pretty sure that's how we left last session off.
I think that's how we left last session.
If it wasn't, it's how we're starting it off.
Yeah. Like, there might have been something after this, but fuck that.
Only professionalism for this channel. Alright, you guys are all together. Start your RP.
Toto, I'd actually appreciate it if you would accompany me to go and talk to Ted.
Ted, you sure you don't want Erwin?
I think Erwin's better suited to finding physical evidence, and I'm not sure that's something that we're going to be looking for in this scenario. I'd rather have maybe another set of eyes, or even if he does know that you're a Pathfinder, the kind of material, the kind of information you would gather from an interaction would be, I don't know, I feel like you'd be able to tell if it was altered information due to him knowing. That would at least be something.
What exactly is your plan in talking with Ted? Do we just go up and tell him, hey, we think you might be the Great Pretender, can you chill out? Or how do you want to go beating around the bush?
I suppose the best plan of action I was able to come up with is simply telling him that there's a lot of suspicions on him, especially with what he's been doing with the tournament and everything. And I suppose I want him to give me a reason why he's not the Great Pretender more than anything, but
So we're just being upfront about it.
more or less, but not in an accusatory way.
Okay. Let's go do it.
And just like that, Toto was forced to go with Quinn. Anyone else going?
Oh.
Is Saffron going? You bring in someone from the team?
Can we bring Sully, actually?
Sure. Yeah, you're gonna bring Sully? Is that the plan?
No, I don't think there's a reason to bring anyone else specifically.
Alright, so you go off to do that. While they're off doing that, what is Erwin doing? Just continuing to descend into madness?
Look, I told everyone that if they believe that I would be useful, they could ask me to come along. Pretty sure I said that last session.
Alright, so Erwin's descending into madness.
You're going into your funny zone.
Going back
Erwin,
to my room.
It's time for a funny duddy. Actually, no, not quite yet. We're not quite there yet.
Okay.
You're still studying. So, what about you, Saffron?
Where did we have this conversation?
And you're in the dorm room that you honestly should probably live in, but the dorm room that you don't
their
live.
dorm?
Well,
Yeah.
we'd have to displace Sully out of it.
I can't live with icky men.
That's true.
That's fair. That's why we haven't brought this up, because we know, like, Saffron's a girl.
We'd also have to
This
displace
is a no
Sully.
girls allowed dorm.
Saffron
Yeah.
legitimately would say no.
So if Sully were to happen to get expelled,
Give me 10 seconds.
Maybe.
yeah.
No.
Let me just make this quick roll. Oh no, Sully forgot his hat.
Oh no,
Saffron
Sully
is-
got his hat and is charging toward the headmaster.
Saffron is just gonna go back to her dorm to
Okay.
to pout.
Oh, you're pouting? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, your funny tournament's canceled.
yeah.
Doesn't it suck to have politics in your school?
Doesn't it suck to not be in student government?
So.
I'm in student government.
Fuck.
I'm
You should
in
have been better.
politics with you.
Should be the political leader then. Get wrecked, idiot.
Alright, let me just try to persuade everyone.
Oh, sorry. Let me just persuade everyone.
If this was yesterday's session, that would be a nat 20, Ian. All right, so
I mean, when I coin it.
What the actual?
Ian.
You can keep the coin, by the way.
No, you have the coin still. I'm not taking it that way. That literally wasn't even anything.
Ian, what the fuck?
Ian just never punished. It's fine.
Dude, I don't want to say that on YouTube.
All right, so you guys go off. You two to you go to Team Glasses area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither one of us are too
Why are
excited
you
about doing
scared? You guys go in, and again, Team Glasses area is a lot more feng shui, a lot more nice looking compared to you guys.
Team insert team name here. This area is a lot more feng shui, a lot nicer looking than your guys'.
Team Wood just got the short end of the stick.
Hey, Glass just has a lot of useful things in their meeting room. Not Glass, Gold. Glass looks nice though. You guys go in. You see a couple people talking. They look at you. With a bit of disgust in their eyes, but they go about their business. It is Team Wood, people, especially Quinn.
I know we're gross. It's fine.
Quinn.
Toto's fine. So some people say hi to Toto. But Quinn, gross.
Toto waves back. Sorry, Quinn. I guess I'm just better than you.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I'm gonna look the other way.
I'm going to look the other way. I don't want to interact with Toto anymore.
All right. So you go and you find Ted talking to a group of people. They don't even seem to be from this team. They seem to be from another team, a few other teams. Yeah. And when he sees you guys, he'll rapidly saying to them. They're just having a normal conversation. He'll turn. What do I owe the pleasure of you two?
I was wondering if I could discuss something with you in maybe not so public of a location.
Looks around. Well, I understand some things need to be more private. Sure, we can go talk. Lead the way. Unless you want to go in my room or something.
I was just gonna lead the way to like I assume there's like an empty classroom nearby or something.
You go into a random classroom, and in that random classroom
you're jumped.
You're dead. You're both dead.
You jumped. That's it.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Rocks. Clearly, that classroom just had a bunch of rocks, but held together by a very old rope. And
yeah, it triggered when you opened the door.
You opened up the Indiana Jones classroom.
No, I see. I see.
Unlucky. The only one of its kind.
I'm
All right, you go into a random empty classroom where you assume it's empty, and you sit down.
So, before I say anything, I'd like to be clear that I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, just trying to figure out your side of the story, because I've been hearing quite a few people claiming that you're something called the Great Pretender.
He looks at you confused.
Can
we insight on this?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can I insight like his reaction to hearing the words "Great Pretender"? Like,
sure.
Is it something he's familiar with, or like,
sure.
you know?
Okay.
Can I just yeah? Let's see if Toto notices. No, Toto doesn't notice shit.
Yeah. Hold on. All right. Quinn, you see that there is a very brief flash of recognition on his face, like he knows what you're saying. But his words are, I don't think I've heard that word before, at least that name used.
Oh, well, I assumed someone of your, I'm trying to figure out the right word for this, James. Influence? Like,
Yeah.
someone of your standing in the school might have heard the name before, but they're someone that's been going around manipulating people a bit, and a lot of shade is being thrown your way. So I was hoping you had some kind of defense, some proof that it's not you.
Someone going around causing chaos in the school? Sounds like a real problem.
Yeah, the whole Barkley incident, the whole
I'll let you know, you guys are the only ones who think that the Barkley incident has anything to do with anyone that isn't that guy that was expelled.
Hey, I'm pretty sure we've probably convinced
Gold may also be on your side, but it is not a heavily spread rumor that there was controversy in that trial.
A lot of the information we have, Wolf, about the Great Pretender is just between Wood and Gold, because we're the ones that have been having a first-hand experience with him.
Is there a different statement, or?
I'm trying to think of something to kind of get him talking, but I can't think of anything.
I've never heard anyone causing mass manipulation. I mean, outside of Casper, unless that's who you're talking about. That's sort of his thing, is swaying the crowds.
And from an outsider's perspective, you do very similarly the same thing in terms of swaying the crowds. And I suppose in that regard, some could say I do that as well. But for whatever reason, the eyes have all been pointed towards you.
I'm really curious who all these eyes are, because he rubs back his neck. I wouldn't say I'm pulling crowds or anything. I talk to people. People seem to like my company. But it's not like I'm, formerly the #1 team in the school, team with the most controversy, or anything like that. Glass isn't really in the spotlight like that.
Which is, I believe, part of the reason the suspicion is on you, because this Great Pretender seems like the kind of person that would want to lay low and not draw a lot of attention to themselves. Rather, any more attention than is needed to get enough words out, spread rumors, and just all the like of that.
Sorry, seems awfully like a lot of headache, honestly. Why would you want to stay low and cause all that chaos and not gain any benefits out of it? I mean, if this Great Pretender does exist, and the first time hearing about it, I don't really see them gaining anything. No one's really changed much. No one's really gotten a lot of power. Things have just been going, I guess, normally.
I suppose you're right, as far as normal can be considered in the school.
I mean, if anything, right now, looking at the leaderboards, I've just glanced at them this morning. Team Gold is the one who's benefited the most. They went from being 3rd place all the way to the top.
That is true. Then my follow-up question, which I don't want to just assume the answer to this, but have you received any sort of notes, not necessarily signed by a Great Pretender, but asking you to do something specific, like propose anything in politics or manipulating you to do anything? As that seems to be one of the ways this person has been getting their power used.
I've never seen any note like that. Insight.
Mm-hmm. This is where in Phoenix Wright I would hit the press button.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Mm. Okay, alright.
But
Alright,
go ahead.
No, you can go.
But I don't know. Not to be judgmental or anything, it just sounds like something out of a fantasy book, let less something actually happening. I mean, I know there's people like in Team Iron and maybe a few people in Team Gold that have been hiding secrets. We've all been hiding secrets, but I don't think anyone's like some espionage like that. Seems a bit too, I don't know, planned for a bunch of kids.
I suppose that's fair, but I also think that there's a lot at the school that's not quite what it seems. And while it may seem fantastical, I believe it's something certainly feasible. Especially with the amount of intelligence they're believing this person to have.
Say,
their identity would be the least of their concerns.
let's just say this great pretender does exist. Why are you so bothered by him? Has he done something bad to you?
I'd say it's less that he's done something bad to me and more that it's something I don't want to become an issue in the future. So I'd at least I'm hoping to at least figure out who this person is and maybe hope that they can not target Team Wood or something. And he's gonna like say that as like a joking statement.
You always gotta look out for your own. But doesn't that more dangerous? Said he's been just causing chaos, but if the great pretender goes to one side, wouldn't that just, or favors one side over the others, isn't that when it becomes dangerous? Wouldn't that be doing the exact thing you don't want the person to do?
Which is why I'm hoping so long as this person stays neutral, we'll theoretically all be okay. But I'm hoping to use this time of relative peace to learn their identity and be prepared, no matter what side they end up favoring.
Makes sense.
And I figured with us not being on terrible terms, especially as you did say Casper's the other person that kind of fits the description, it was easier to just come talk to you about it than try to confront Casper.
That is indeed true. I know you two got a bit of bad blood between you, so it does make sense to go to me first. Question is, it seems only one person's talking here. Was there a reason why you came, Toto?
Just curious. More curiosity, my own sake.
Man, makes sense. That is your type. Always poking your nose in other people's business. That's the rumors, at least. Everyone thinks you're kind of like a worrying mother.
I have a great concern for what goes on within my team, and I just don't like people meddling with friends.
Not just your team, though, is it, though? Some people, you always help others people. Even if it's not a major issue, you're always there to lend a helping hand, make someone smile. Seems like you don't even see teams as long as you see someone's hurting here and come running right after them. At least from what I see.
I don't like people meddling with friends.
So you see everyone in the school as your friend?
Close enough.
He'll smile. Very genuine way to look at things. But if you see everyone as your friend, then it must hurt just as much if someone turns into your enemy all of a sudden.
I would like to avoid that at all costs. Good way to do that is to figure out who the great pretender is and make sure that they stop their meddling. I know Quinn says that it would be okay if they continued, so long as they didn't pick a side, but quite frankly, it doesn't work like that.
So, you said everyone here is your friend for the most part. Is the Great Pretender included in that little blanket statement?
Everybody has a reason for doing something. I'm learning that quickly. Everybody has a past, everybody has a secret to hide, and sometimes that drives them to do ridiculous or seemingly bad things. It's just my job to make sure they get their second chance. Turn it around. So yeah, we find the Great Pretender.
Then we find his reason for doing things.
Yeah.
I see. Seems like a very noble cause there.
James, why did my character sheet switch to GM roles?
Like, hey, James, we can kind of see that, you know?
So,
You aren't supposed to question these things.
I'm
just gonna. Hey, Ian, you have 2 coins, by the way.
Okay, thank you. I suppose I rolled that nat 20, right?
What did I roll too high?
James, it's because I rolled that nat
Yeah.
20, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah, that's why.
You caught Ted reacting to Toto's statement. Is what I think happened.
Toto, out of curiosity, what is your thoughts on Ted right now as he's talking to you and asking these questions?
I'm seriously suspicious. I definitely, like, I might not be able to catch him on it, but I definitely do think he's holding back, and I'm sitting there like, I wish I could catch him on this. I really wish I could come up with some excuse to do something, because I know why Quinn brought me here.
You know, you do make good points there, Toto. Always good to sort things out when they become a problem, figure out reasons for why people do things. I mean, when it came to Barkley, you're one reason why he's not kicked out right now, or worse. Such a horrible incident. Well, I'm glad we found the right person in the end. That wouldn't have been possible if you weren't being so nice all the time. What goes through Toto's head when he says that? What's your thoughts when he says that?
Keep pushing buttons. I'm sitting here like, oh, he's trying to push buttons. He's trying to get me to admit something.
Alright. You can respond for that.
Toto just leans back. I wouldn't necessarily say it was all my doing. Thankfully, Quinn was nice enough to set everything aside and consider Barkley might be innocent, and, you know, Erwin was pretty much the one to find all the main evidence. All I really did was motivate.
Interesting. What about you, Quinn? What do you think of Toto's chivalrous actions? Must be a pain in your butt for your team.
Just as a whole, or during the Barkley trial? So I believe the answer should be yes for both of them.
Quinn!
He'll smile. I guess we can use Barkley as an example. He brought it up. You glad about all the meddling he was doing?
Wait, is that who was doing? Toto?
Toto, yeah. Talk about Toto's constantly trying to say that Barkley is innocent despite the obvious evidence against him.
Toto was very persistent, and even though about 80% of the evidence pointed towards Barkley, he still wouldn't let it go. And I suppose
you feel magic reach into your mind, but you instinctively stop it.
Sorry, suppose that Toto's determination to prove Barkley's innocence is why we even won the case in the first place. Or at least why we saw it through to the end.
Huh. Makes sense. Well, then I guess I shouldn't be questioning things anymore. You knew what that magic was trying to do, Quinn. You know that someone was trying to peer into your memories, trying to peer into your thoughts.
I know out of character what that magic is too.
Out of character.
I don't like using Geoff against me, James. He says.
But, like I said, don't know any great pretender. If you're done, though, I do need to get back. Promised I'd help Court with something later.
Of course, I'm sorry for having taken up so much of your time.
No problem. Actually, one last question. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go. If you have one last question, go. But because my thing comes after this is all done.
So, Toto, quick question.
Hmm.
What if the person doing all this doesn't have a single reason why?
That's an odd thing to say. Most people do. So if they legitimately don't have a reason, there's still room to change. Nothing to work on, just working on changing, I guess.
Wouldn't their reason then be some sort of entertainment? Whether it's conscious or not, everyone has a reason for acting the way that they do, be it relying on their impulse or entertainment or some deeper motivation.
Fair point. That's something Leanne taught us in class. Everyone has a reason whether they want to admit to it or not. But the examples I hear around the people you've helped on your team, their reasons are actually have good morals and intentions behind it. But what if, say Quinn's example, this great pretender's just doing it for fun? To change someone that's supposedly manipulating the entire school for their own amusement?
Sometimes I have to follow my own advice. And everybody deserves a second chance, but that doesn't necessarily mean you get to forgive them.
Shrug. Fair enough. He'll get up and he'll walk out unless you want to say something.
No, as he gets up, I'm gonna hold out my hand to shake it. Because, this was kind of like a little interrogation thing. You gotta be polite. And I want to see if he hesitates at all.
He'll look at you and he'll smile. And he'll walk off.
He knows.
I'm not gonna say anything to Toto. I'm just gonna kind of like follow Toto out of the room and head the other direction, just so that I know we're a decent ways away from him.
you try to escape the mark range.
Well, I want to at least wait. Basically, I'm just thinking I want to make sure he can't hear us. He's not.
Oddly enough, Ted stays within 60 feet of you constantly.
Well, then sucks to be me, I guess. My philosophy is I want to wait until he's at least distracted by something else before I start talking to Toto.
The range increase.
I don't know what levels the range increases, so.
Oddly enough, Ted, for some reason, stays within 90 feet of you for the entire...
Wow. That's so weird.
That's odd.
Man, baffling.
90 feet away from you at all times.
Wow. I guess I'm going to have to get a restraining order.
Anyways, no, he'll leave. He does genuinely walk off. And after a bit of looking around, you see no one's... You can make your perception if you two want to see if anyone's telling you.
Well, I'm going to make perception because I'm not stupid. Toto's a little dumb bitch, though, so...
Toto, you notice someone is watching you guys. You see, with that high perception, yes, very blended in, very well, sort of keeping to the shadows as much as possible, or just hiding in, basically as they're in the hallways, or hiding, in the corner of a classroom door that's open, is Scars looking at you.
think anybody invited you to this party, Scars.
He goes out of the room.
How long have you been listening to our little interrogation?
Just walking around, bored stuff, heard Ted talking, thought it'd be fun. It was boring as hell. Thought maybe I'll scare you for a bit and you'll like shine a wicked smile.
Somehow that's questionable, but I can understand your concern since we were kind of interrogating your leader.
Hell, I care about that. Unless fighting broke out, then that's an excuse to break up Quinn's second arm. Wouldn't it be cool if you had two glowing arms, Quinn?
It would.
I think it would get to a point where I wouldn't be able to create the glowing arms because I wouldn't have any to begin with.
Oh, that would be real fun, wouldn't it?
And fun's a way to put it.
Well, since my little plan failed because of boring old Toto, you two nerds have fun. Then I walk off.
Continue walking, Toto.
Toto's gonna watch Scars and then just continue walking because, questions.
Toto, I know Ted knows about your abilities, but I don't necessarily think it's because he's the Great Pretender.
But I'm curious. I do think it narrows it down to glass. At the very least. How in the world did we not notice Scars when we walked in? Who knows how long he was listening in on us?
I think Scars being a spy is probably the least of our concerns. I'm more worried about the fact that Ted can just look into people's minds whenever he wants to, unlike you where you have to touch someone.
Oh. He might have been doing that the whole time.
Not on me the whole time, at least. I could tell when he tried to. You, however, probably since you started talking, at least about Barkley.
Well, I wasn't thinking too hard about Berkeley that entire time. I was mostly trying to avoid giving away anything, since you weren't bringing it up.
Well, if you were trying to avoid giving away anything, then there's a chance that what you're trying to avoid giving away crosses your mind and therefore crosses his sight.
Oh boy. I don't like him.
My point is that even if he's not the Great Pretender, at least we probably know how he's found out secrets about Meek, or known just what questions to ask.
That's how he knows secrets from everybody. That has to be the exact way that he knew about. Okay, wasn't it weird that he started pressing hard about what I would do if I came across the Great Pretender? He was talking like he knew who that was.
He had definitely heard the name before. Though now I'm not so sure if it's because he's the Great Pretender or because he's read it in someone else's mind.
Okay, well, I have a couple of people I need to go talk to. I probably won't bring up the Great Pretender, but I am gonna be crossing across Casper. I honestly don't think Casper is on the suspect list.
I think he could be, but capabilities wise, I can definitely see Ted more likely now.
Oh, you try and get Erwin to find some physical evidence. That sported nothing, and I couldn't grab anything. He knows.
Right. I'm gonna go back to Team Wood then.
All right. You go to team 1. Saffron. You just do anything? Well, you're just chilling now the rest of this day.
Yeah, pretty much. My team ruined my hopes and dreams.
Why?
I wanted the funny battle.
Saffron was gearing for the final tournament. Sadness. Erwin. Still having a panic attack in your room?
Ah!
That's. Yep, so everyone's still having a panic attack in his room. Got it.
Yeah.
We'll go to Toto then. Toto, where do you go next?
Okay. Toto wants to go talk to Fee real quick.
Alright. You go back to your. You basically walk with Quinn back to your dorms.
But I
knock
kind of
on
skip
Fee's-
bars. like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to the neighbor real quick.
Alright, you knock and you open the door and you see Fee is there. Or he
Fee!
opens the door. Toto.
I'm probably not the face I wanted to see, but can I talk to you for a little bit? It's nothing too bad.
I'm not sure why you think that, but sure.
I just wanted to know if you were mad at Sylvia.
He'll look down. I mean, first I was, but he smiles. She kind of blatantly said she might do this to me, so I guess it's more of just sad.
She did warn you.
When I asked her to join, she said she would, but she'd always be loyal to Casper. And asked me if I was okay with that. And I kind of had a feeling it would end badly, but I also wanted to see if maybe her changing teams might make her not look so, I don't know, distant and sad all the time.
She was just a little concerned that she had lost you as a friend because of what she did.
We'll slide against the wall into the floor. Kind of sucked real badly. Especially because I lost another battler, but I mainly feel bad for my team. First day I'm an actual leader, and I caused our entire team to pretty much destroy itself.
It was dirty and underhanded and had nothing to do with your leadership. I'm gonna sit beside him.
Isn't that what you guys deal with almost every week when it comes to the rest of the teams? Dirty, underhanded tactics? Yet Team Wood's still standing.
Because nobody from inside Team Wood, except for that one guy, and it wasn't even really his fault, Fred. I couldn't think of his name for like that one guy.
Fred, the expelled one?
You know, Fee, that one guy.
That one guy.
That one guy. So that
Oh, me? Welcome!
So other than him, we've never actually had somebody on the inside betray us for another team. So it's kind of different circumstances. Do you want to stay with Team Iron now that you're gonna be stuck on that team?
You'll think for a second. Lost the bet. And to keep you from doing something stupid, yeah, I'll stay on Team Iron.
Even if I really don't want you to stay on Team Iron, because if Team Iron has both Fee and Sylvia, everybody else is kind of screwed.
That's only in combat. We're not the smartest people.
It's still kind of a terrifying thought, and also it was really underhanded the way he got you on his team. I just want to make sure that you'll feel safe there and that he won't use anything against you.
He'll smile. Well, fortunately enough, he'll like go basically fill out his blade. I think everything I had is kind of gone, so he doesn't really have much to work off of. Unless he's trying to go after you or someone from Wood, which he's already doing that, so not like much is gonna change.
He's just trying to tear Team Wood apart at this point.
I don't think it's Team Wood. I think it's just Quinn.
I was gonna ask for your help on that, actually. Since
Oh?
now you're gonna be over in Team Iron, and Sylvia kind of asked my help. I don't think I could get close to Casper without somebody else being there. Sylvia wants me to figure out what's going on with Casper and help him the way I've been helping everybody else.
He looks wide-eyed. Surprised she opened up to you like that.
Friendly face and friendly rumors, I guess.
I mean, you are the mother of the school, so it makes sense.
I've been hearing that a lot lately. Kind of appreciate the title, kind of don't.
What's wrong? Don't like the motherly instincts, you know?
I don't like that some people see me as a mother figure rather than something else, you know?
Oh, right. Forgot about the whole flirting thing. That really
Yeah.
dampens things, doesn't it?
Yeah. That was the other thing I was going to talk to you about. But first, give me an answer on whether you would help me with Casper.
Do the best I can, but I'm not Mr. Politics Espionage. Kind of an open book.
No, just, if I ever need to get into a meeting with him or something, if you would just put in a word or bring him somewhere for me.
Sure.
Thanks. Now about that flirting thing. You kind of got it on the nose, and I would kind of really appreciate if you didn't mention it to anybody else. It's not exactly something I want spread around.
He'll just give you a wicked smile.
I do it on purpose because it's my sister. So, and only you, Saffron, and Kino actually know about that.
Yeah. I mean, I figured that's why you do it. But, I don't know. I won't say anything, but you might end up having a little more fun if you actually went on a date or something with someone, with the many people you flirt with. You'd be surprised who actually has a crush on the old mother.
Then how about you go on a date with me, baby?
What was Noah's response? I may be gay, but not for you.
I may be gay, but not for you.
Awful.
Right. I actually kind of doubt a lot. But anyway, another thing before I go, because it's been kind of crossing my mind lately and I can't get it out. Why was I not one of the first people you invited onto your team? For months! For a literal month!
Oh, would you look at that? I actually have to go train with my team real quick. He gets up.
Steve, you broke my heart! Why?
I've been getting this weird ringing in my ear ever since that fight. I can't really hear you, little Toto.
Steve, tell me why!
It's gonna grab you by your shirt and start dragging you out of his room.
But Fee, my heart, you have to make amends now. You want me to go on dates? You can fix it that way. I'm heartbroken, Fee.
Fee stops. Let's go of you. Actually, he'll pull you to your feet. Then he'll get extremely close to your face. What did you want me to do, Toto, to make it up to you?
Maybe show me how a date works. How a date is done.
You still don't got the balls to stop pretending to flirt and actually ask someone out. But he'll back away. I didn't ask you because you didn't need to be on my team.
But what if I did? What if I did, Fee? No.
Then say it right now. He'll look at you.
Okay, I might have told. I probably would have said no because Team Wood still needs me. I kind of turned down Porter when he invited me.
Oh, just smile. It's getting a lot easier seeing through your little playful, whatever you do, Toto. I know you didn't actually need to be on my team. People who I did invite, I felt like needed a different home. You fit perfectly fine with the chaos happening next door.
Why would you take Porter?
Porter was having doubts, and I thought if I threatened to take him from you, you'd go full mom mode and snap him out of it.
Somebody did. It wasn't me though. But yeah.
Well, there you go. It worked out. That's why we have a team. I think that's actually the real reason we're supposed to have teams in this school. Support system. It's not what you were trying to tell me back with the surges. Having people that's still here, moving on, all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need to get out of Team Iron, I'd be willing to throw down with Casper for you.
No smile. I put my money on you. And if you ever want to actually, decide what I'd say if you truly ask me on a date, I'll be right here. For you to accept the denial or the yes.
Thanks, Fee.
And smile at you.
I'll go to my room now. Toto's done socializing for the night.
Too much for you?
Toto needs to have a lie down.
Okay. Alright, so Toto, basically what happens in the middle of the conversation that Quinn's having with I'm just gonna say Saffron's here. Saffron and Erwin, Toto just walks in, goes straight into the room and goes to sleep. Are you going with the whole team, Quinn?
What would I be talking to the whole team about?
I thought you said I'm gonna go talk to the team about what we just happened.
Oh, I meant Erwin.
Okay, just Erwin? Okay, then go. You're with Erwin.
Saffron can be there, but
I am the team.
It's Saffron. I am the team.
If Quinn doesn't get me, I won't be there. I'm too busy getting games and doing homework
at the same time.
Yeah,
Homework
I can
games.
literally wait one-handed and write a paper with the other.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. That's like a normal skill.
Yeah, I play one-handed mode all the time.
Huh?
Yeah, I do homework one-handed.
Form element. Come.
All right.
James, do you know what I took on level up?
Okay, do you bring Saffron or no?
I don't want to disturb Saffron if she's getting games.
Okay, so that's Erwin.
But if Erwin looks busy, I don't want to bug him.
Erwin's been like this for the past week and a half.
That's damn fair.
It's a normal state of being for Erwin right now. Erwin, you've been pulled out of your research. Quinn's looking at you.
I assume that you found something, or maybe perhaps you didn't find something.
I haven't found anything that's proof or denial. All I know is that he's heard of the Great Pretender, at least, though he, for whatever reason, pretended not to. And but the important thing is that I know how he's been gathering the information to ask the right questions after these challenges.
And how is that exactly?
He can, I think the best way to describe it would be look into people's minds, at their memories in some way.
So, a similar sort of breed to one of our own, then?
Yes, except that it's a bit more scary, not just because it can be used against us, rather than knowing Toto's the kind of person that wouldn't hurt a fly, honestly. But it's more that he seems to know what he's doing with it, as far as I can tell, and he doesn't have to be touching you. Which means that if you don't just naturally block it out, you don't even know it happened. And I wouldn't necessarily have too much of a problem with this ability, but I know that's at least how he got the information to come after me. So that's something you might want to know.
I suppose that makes sense.
I also just didn't want to bring it up to her because I know she already has a hate boner out for Ted. I don't necessarily want to make it worse, especially since I told her I wouldn't vote to expel him unless I got some real evidence.
I would likely say that their hate's justified to him.
Yeah.
Because you've yet to give me any evidence that he isn't Great Pretender Twin.
But I just don't want to realize in 3 months that I was wrong and the threat's still out there.
I'm not saying that we rush to kick him out of the school or anything. I wouldn't suggest something like that. But just don't let your feelings for him color what... Just remember what the Great Pretender did to your sister.
Yeah. That's why I want to prove it's someone. All right, I'll let you get back to your whatever's happening here. It smells really weird now. Okay.
Right.
I see we've got like alchemy stuff all over your room.
You see that when you say something smells weird, everyone looks around curious, and something should be smelling weird. Then he sees a fire starting.
Yeah, it's burning a little bit. You know, when you can't hear, your sense of smell goes up a little bit.
Erwin notices a burning.
It's alright. I swear.
I swear
Is
it's
really
controlled fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, the room's made of stone.
Is it? We are Team Wood.
That's everything is wood.
Do you doubt that like we got the only common room made out of a flammable material? Because I'd believe that. All the other common rooms look nicer, which means that they're not flammable.
What?
We're just easy to set on fire.
Yeah, that's what wood means.
Yeah.
Easy to destroy. That's the actual meaning. Stephanie lied.
Stephanie lied. Team Wood. We're called Team Wood because we're easy to destroy.
All right.
But we regrow, you know.
After hundreds of years, yeah.
That's true.
We're actually Team Weed.
Okay. So
Then I'd rather not know what happens when we burn.
Yeah, if we were Team Weed, I think I'd leave.
all right. So now what's happening? We just gonna fast forward to the Funny Student Council.
I guess so.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get this started then. Of course, the meeting. Does anyone like to bring anything up when it comes to Student Council? Nick will bring it up.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. I would like to call to vote that we end the tournament early with no contest, effective immediately. and there is an uproar of anger from a lot of the people in student council, including Team Iron. I see that you've taken a little too many beatings, and now you want to call off the game. I thought the whole point of this was to fairly gain power over us. Well, that was accomplished, and we are losing way too much of what's supposed to be something meant to be good. I think it's best that we just end things now and move on with focusing on our studies. The play's coming up, we're getting closer and closer to finals, and our tests are getting harder. We don't have time to be playing around these dumb political games right now. Fielda, I second that. And does Wood come in?
No, I'm just kind of waiting until the actual vote.
I'm a bit disheartened that we're in the games early. I do apologize if it was anything that my team did personally. Meek just glares at Ted. I understand that things were done and harshness, but if you do think it's the right move, I won't object it, but I'm not sure if I can vote either way. I do think the games do have significance, and I think a lot of students will be disappointed at the hard effort and work they put in so far. I agree. I do think it's a foolish matter, but it seems that we are cornered rats right now, and in the face of a mighty cat. We don't have any say right now, isn't that right, Meek? Unfortunately, Casper, you can't listen to your own voice and have control over every little thing like you're used to. We have the majority, so shall we put it to a vote then? I think this is the best for the student body, and not just the people who like to hear them their own voices, the people that think they'll benefit from this. I think the real benefit is us ending it now and moving forward. It wasn't that good of an idea to begin with. And the vote is called. Do you vote in favor?
I vote in favor. Who has team favorite at the moment?
It's Ted.
Us, okay. Cool. I just like to show where all the voting power lies.
Mm-hmm.
And Glass is abstaining?
Yes. Well, would you look at that? Oh, good.
Then it's just Iron that voted against it.
Would you look at that? The cowardly prince backing away the moment things might get a little tough. Should have expected as much.
I believe the purpose of the tournament had been to even out the playing ground, and I think it has accomplished that purpose and has no need to be seen through to its completion. It's going to do more harm than good if we allow it to finish out.
Quite flowery words, though I thought finishing out was meant to cause the peace. But I guess in the end, as long as your alliance have all the power, as long as people you like have the power, I suppose it's fair in your eyes.
You know what? Fuck you, Casper.
Honor that with a response.
Why? All right.
This is why Toto isn't in politics.
Yeah. Toto would get easily baited out. Toto would be baited out so easily.
Would anyone like to bring anything up?
Hmm.
Fuck you!
Yeah,
But...
I want to bring up my Casper.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry? You're a little bitch, you heard me.
I'm supposed to be helping this sucker.
I don't quite understand how this has to do with the current issue.
I think you're a little pussy bitch.
Alright.
I fail to see how that's relevant, but the court will show that statement.
Court will show how much of a pussy bitch you were. Alright, anyways, you guys decided, you didn't convince them to do the change in winner's table, right? Or winner's corner?
I think we agreed that that's not the best play.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So it was just school dance. I'm pretty sure was it. Because
school
you know,
dance,
it's a
and then school dance, and then they wanted to bring up Ted, but
you never came. You never came to them, so they're not going to do it.
they're not
they
gonna do
need.
it?
Yes, they need you to do anything. They're not going to bring it up. That's basically just painting a target on their backs.
Yeah, I support this. Okay, awesome.
They said they'll wait. They literally can't vote Ted out without you.
Cool.
They need everyone on their alliance to vote. All right. So bringing things to a more happier note, I think we should be trying to do the opposite than compete against each other. I think we need to remember that this is a school, and that we're all just students at the end of the day. So I didn't see anything on our agenda for it. So how about we do a little end of school party for those who make it through the end of the year? Or maybe even actually before finals, something fun to do. I don't know, before it gets hectic.
I think maybe pushing it until after finals, so that we don't have the stress of planning a school dance and everything before, like in addition to finals, would be a better option. But I support the idea of something similar to Spirit Oasis, where it's a break.
I think having a break after whatever's going to be thrown at us during finals will be amazing. That seems like a great idea as well. I have no issue with it. It's always nice to have distractions every once in a while. All right. Dance has been voted in.
Hell yeah.
All right. And with that, nothing else is brought up. That is the end of student council for now.
Awesome.
Oh, Saffron?
What? No, dab, because it's
Oh,
over.
at least it's Saffron brings the proposal to the table.
No, how the fuck would
Saffron proposes we change the school salute to a dab.
how the fuck would they have even voted Ted out? They lost the majority the second they started the vote.
Yeah. The fact that we did ending the tournament early.
Once the
No,
tournament's
that's
over, Team Silver's gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, effective immediately. You're right. Because of my wording. You're right.
Yeah, so I think technically we should have done those two things opposite order.
And no, I would it would it. Yeah, and also sorry, my more precise wording would be effective after this school meeting, like after the meeting.
Okay.
That's what I meant by effective immediately. Is like after we solidify it after this like meeting.
So who goes back to what teams again? We get our fucking unnamed back?
Yeah, you get your unnamed back. Filda goes back to glass. Becky goes back to gold, and Fee and Sylvia are back to iron. Never punished. So, with that, let me make sure I update these. That we're going to cut away.
Yeah, that's what changed the voting power, because Wood no longer has largest team.
Yeah, that's what the changing it. I meant to word it that it doesn't go into effect after the end of this meeting.
Okay, no, I was trying to figure out, like, there was some reason I wanted things in a certain order, because the voting power was going to change, and I couldn't remember what it was, but it was Iron getting 2 more people.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
Funny.
You guys at 13 now? 13.
That's someone else's notes.
Team Team Silver's been deleted completely. We've lost the team. It can never come back.
Yeah. So Iron has 14 now?
Yeah. No, they had 13 as well.
They have 13, so we're tied.
Yeah, so the largest team isn't active anymore.
Okay.
Largest team is no longer active because there is no largest team.
I see.
All right. So what does the party do after? Basically, the rest of the week is going to be focusing. Essentially, the next thing we're working toward is the play. So that's what we're doing now. During these course of these few weeks, as everyone's gearing toward the play, what is the party doing?
Well, James, the tournament is now over.
Now it's time to do the secrets.
You know whose turn it is first, James?
Whose turn is it?
As I grab my notebook, we have a new member on our team again.
Oh no.
Oh fuck, yeah.
Oh fuck, you're gonna name the unknown again.
Yeah, so while I find my actual where I wrote this, because I don't remember what page it was on, we both have time to prepare, you know?
Yeah.
I have to find my pen. I found everything I needed. Alright, was that enough time?
Was it all in the same spot?
No. My notebook was under my blanket for some reason. My pen was on my desk, and I was on a page halfway across the notebook.
Okay, cool.
I had a monkey drawn on it.
Something's wrong with Ian.
Yeah, the tournament ended.
Yeah,
True.
that's true. All right, let me update your numbers. Got it. Okay. Cool. You walk
Let's
up
name
to
our last NPC, James.
Filbert.
Filbert?
No, that's not. It's not alone. Let's do this one. Yeah, we'll do this. All right, Otis.
Oh, like from Barnyard. I'll walk Otis through the routine, but before I ask him to tell me anything, I'll go, and it's good to see that you're back on our team. I'm sorry your journey was so short on Team Silver.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you are you okay?
I'm fine. What'd you need?
Well, no. Do you want to talk about it?
Nothing to talk about. Just did not want to come back here, so.
Oh, well, so why don't you join another team? I mean, nothing's stopping you, right?
Yeah, working on that now. Finding
Well,
somewhere better than this dump.
I mean, it's not all bad, right?
Our team is filled with ex-killers, overly bearing mothers, a honestly annoying prince who doesn't know what they're doing, and a slew of other crazy and creepy people. It's dysfunctional. On top of that, our dear leaders have proven that unless you're one of their friends personally, they'll throw you out to the wolves.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we each do each other a favor? What if I help you get on a different team, and you help me get some information from some friends of mine?
Oh, shrug. Sure.
But first, I do have to ask, why did you come to the school, Otis?
My family is from Guild Allen, or Lane's, Guild Allen, Lane, whatever. Simple merchants, did a good living. Application process, decided to take it. Thought being a graduate would be cool. Thought I'd bring in extra money if the future head of our company was a graduate. So mainly doing it to keep the family name going.
Well, that's pretty cool, right? Are you at least enjoying your time here, minus the whole, like, not liking your team thing?
I mean, it's kind of extremely stressful. Classes suck, teachers suck, everyone around here sucks. But the food sometimes is half decent. So overall, pretty crappy experience.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm determined to make your day better starting right now. Come on, follow me.
You just glare at you and follow.
We're gonna go to Team Glass, James.
Saffron was expecting the last person to just be a dick.
I'm gonna help him.
All right. He goes to that's a Team Glasses area.
Alright, is Ted here?
Yeah, you'll see Ted. Saffron, I'm gonna help you.
Well, I was hoping if you could do a favor for Otis here.
Oh? What's that?
Well, Otis, do you wanna...
You got an
Do
open
this
spot on your
yourself.
team? Well, yeah, we're always accepting new members here at Glass. Is there a reason why you want to leave Team Wood? He'll list off how terrible Team Wood is as a team. Well, that's quite the opposite reaction Saffron had to joining.
Yeah, I guess everyone looks at things a little differently.
Well, seeing in Saffron's absence, we did need an extra member, so you're welcome to join. Great. I will get my things now.
I'll give him a thumbs up, James. Not Ted, Otis.
He'll look at you and just staying blank, annoyed expression. Thank you, Saffron.
No problem.
Team Wood is now back to 12 members.
I did it, guys. Hi.
Wow.
We're
Thanks,
giving
Ian.
Team Iron
You're welcome.
the majority.
I did it.
If you cuck Ian out of his tournament, he cucks you out of your politics.
Listen, I did, what I did is only strictly beneficial.
How?
If
I
you
mean,
have
he didn't
someone
wanna
who
be on
has
Team
no
Wood.
reason to be here, he's gonna
Yeah.
either A, find a way to leave, or B, try to get everyone else killed, essentially. He's like Scars, but only a martyr to his own team.
All right.
You know, I understand why Ian did what he did, but I don't like the funny politics.
Well,
Alright,
you
so-
should have ended the tournament a different way, you know?
All right, so with that, cutting away, Erwin,
Hi.
we're gonna do your funny thing. It's time for the ability battle that we've
Oh,
all
fuck.
been waiting for. Is there anyone you would go to, anything you'd do to try to give you some type of benefit to this ability battle?
I would have looked for other books if that would have helped. If there's existing another book.
Yeah, you'll find Stephanie will give you other books. You start going down a rabbit trail of different ways.
Yeah, just the only time Erwin like makes an effort to leave his room is to go to Stephanie for new books.
No, and when basically what Erwin's been doing is leaving for classes to eat, and when Meek drags him out to rehearse.
Mm-hmm.
Erwin's been the most sociable leader of all of them so far. So you've been head in the book.
Look, you all chose this.
Hey, I didn't.
That's true.
That's true. I did choose this.
Head book. And with that, so you're getting more books. Are you doing anything else besides that?
I can't think of anything else, James. No.
All right. I'll give you a base +5 for your dedication and for the books.
Okay.
So go ahead and start your ability battle.
All right, let's slash roll 1d20 plus 5. All right,
And that's it. Let's go.
let's roll that.
Hit enter.
All right, so let's start this off by actually opening up a tab with all the abilities on it real quick.
What?
It's already
Using TP?
yeah. I believe it or not, I plan on using
Raw
TP.
talent.
Raw talent. You're going
Doesn't
to
apply to this.
You're gonna
Limit
persuade
breaker.
limit breaker.
See, this whole time your notes have actually been in calligraphy, so you've been adding your performance modifier.
My performance modifier isn't very good.
Yes, but raw talent requires your performance modifier.
I'm well aware.
It's been used too much.
I know exactly how raw talent works, and I could add it to this if this applied to it.
You have raw talent?
As of last level up, yes.
What the
That is how he did the funny haha in beating Ted.
Anyways, but that's besides the point.
Uh-huh.
So, let's see. We're gonna have, I've got 6 TPs here. Does that help?
What's your base?
Intelligence.
Intelligence? Oh, is it 7?
It's your mod plus 2.
So it's 7.
Sorry, I didn't know what your base was. I was
My
just
bad.
waiting to hear the entire time.
I just kind of assumed that my incredible fucking hoarding myself in a room would have been
Charisma.
intelligence-based.
Charisma.
Yeah, charisma.
Strength, no balls.
Yeah, Saffron helped me with that.
Yeah. You've been tearing through these books, Erwin.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'll use a TP to add alchemy, or can I add alchemy?
Yeah, you can.
Alchemy is how I've been trying to look at it, so I'll do that. Yeah. I mean, I can also add Arcana, and it would be the same bonus. So that'll add an 11.
Big number.
I have mastery in it, yeah. Let's see. We'll use another TP to add Bookworm. So that will add a base plus 2. And it will... Alright. Let's see. I still don't have expertise in history. That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do a plus 3, James. So I need to make a DC 14 history.
Okay. You do have both the coins right now.
That'll make a DT 14.
Also,
history.
don't forget, if you want to roll those funny dice, Toto, you can.
I don't. That doesn't help here, though.
I know it doesn't help you.
It doesn't help me. Toto's not in the room.
I don't think I'll actually be doing anything that requires the dice today.
Okay.
And I don't want to risk not using it and it going to James.
Yeah, it's gonna be a damn shame when someone tries to ask you on a date today and you don't have any funny dice.
Hey.
You really assume someone would ask Toto on a date.
Yeah, you're assuming a lot.
Yeah, we're just gonna add investigator, so I get that D6. I think it applies. I think
yeah.
Over analyzing something definitely applies in this situation.
Yeah.
You do be analyzing.
Let's see. Can I use this button, James?
This button?
Or is that a no? Because like I'm not working with
yeah,
something
you
that
can use
be
this
super
button.
manipulated.
Yeah, you can use this button. I'll use it. I'll allow it.
Cool. We'll we'll just do the max. We'll do 3d6.
Okay.
Because why not, James? What are you gonna choose?
Okay, remind me how this button works.
I choose odd or evens, right?
Yeah, odds or evens.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's read this button and go to a new one. No one's used it yet, so that people in the audience know what you're doing. You're not just saying funny
You can
words.
just put it in chat.
No, I didn't. Sure. Essentially, I pick a number of d6s up to my expertise modifier. Once I've done that, the GM will choose either odds or evens. I will roll all of the d6s. For every roll that is equal to the GM's choice, I gain +2. For every roll that is not equal to the GM's choice, I will subtract 2. That's the gist.
All right.
What did you choose, James?
We'll do funny odds.
And then the GM can also choose to have something happen depending on how good/bad the rolls were. Also, did you say odds?
Yeah.
All right, so odds are for me.
3 odds.
All right, -2. It's fine, you know.
It's a sad life, huh? You almost really messed up.
Nah, no, I didn't. It was fine.
All right, that's this button, guys.
That's this button. It's super useful. Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it.
All right, and lastly, because I don't
It's
magnifying glass doesn't apply to this unless I got another one. Did I get another one? I don't think I did. No.
Limit breaker.
I have paper fort.
Oh, you're pulling out paper fort.
Yeah. Ooh. You were most comfortable surrounded by old books and papers littered with ink in places. Littered with ink, you know. My room.
My room currently.
The current state of my room.
This ability activates when you are in a place with lots of books and sources of knowledge. You're also going to figure out pieces of knowledge. You may add a +7 roll. You may attempt to dive deeper. You're gonna dive deeper.
You do have 2 points.
Ooh, it's an investigation. I feel a lot more confident about that.
13 plus the bonus you choose.
13 plus the bonus I choose. So base +7. That's good. We'll add a. We'll add another +3. You know.
All right. So you're looking for a 16.
I'm looking for a 16. Let's go Pikachu. I think I made it.
I'm so angry I don't have points right now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
What do I get if I coin it for you?
Can we kick Ian from the campaign?
How much SP do I get if I coin it?
SP? Screw off, no.
Yeah, then I'm not coining it.
How do you want SP? What are you looking for?
I don't know.
He just wants it to happen.
So you just leveled up. What do you need SP for right now?
I don't know.
Sometimes you're 1 away from the ability you want, James.
Is that where you're at right now, Rebel?
No, I'm 2 away.
All right, 2 SP coin Garrett right now.
I'll do it.
All right. Anyways, you passed. So is that all your TP, Mr. Erwin?
You want me to make a funny structure, James?
Yep, that is all the TP I'm adding.
All right. So with that, it's my turn. We're gonna give you the funny duddy -3. It would be higher, but you've been chipping away at the difficulties of this sort of new grounds you're sort of entering.
So -3. All right.
I'm giving myself +10 to the roll just because what you're doing is very foreign territory. You're going off your own research at this point, your own kind of conclusions. You're actually doing research rather than just copying someone else's work, which is, kind of new for Erwin.
That's fair. That's fair.
And this thing isn't real, so I can't really give myself an ability. So the funny +10. That's
Damn.
it. Yeah.
Oh God, don't.
Any creative sparks when we roll. Watch Garrett just do terrible. It's gonna be fun.
It's all right, James. It's all right.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Let's do the duel.
Watch as you get a nat 1.
I'm mad. I'm angry.
I don't think I can physically lose this.
Why is this is the first time Garrett's ever just flexed on me like this? I'm so angry.
Well, it is his home territory.
Okay, no, I'm just like, now officially, Saffron and Erwin have had the single highest ability battle rolls, and they're not.
Don't they still, like, double that?
Yeah.
Well,
But that's
also
still
with
higher
social
than
ability battles, there's a lot more negative. There's a lot more penalties being thrown at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a completely different scenario. So in social, it's a lot easier to balance the playing field, especially in the kind of situations we're in.
Well, get in better ability battles.
No. Or be
I want an
Erwin.
ability
Spend
battle
weeks
with
locked in a
literally
room.
1 TP. I don't think I used anything. Remember that, James?
I'm gonna ignore that. Anyways, Erwin, you win by 30.
Yay! I did it. I won.
Erwin, it happens at 4 a.m. You're delirious to the point where you actually like make a little happy noise. I don't know. You don't wake Quinn up.
I don't wake Quinn up. Okay, cool. You're really toning down. You're really leaving it up in the air about who else I could wake up though. Literally the entire rest of the school is on the table.
How loud with the exclamation of you finally figured something out, the eureka moment? How would that feel?
I feel like there actually isn't any noise. Like Erwin's just like, wait, is this does this? Because like there's a eureka moment where it's like, this might work, and then there's the moment where he goes back and goes through everything for the next like hour and has to check things. Like, did I make a mistake? Does this not work?
Actually work.
You go back to your notes, you look through it all, and in fact, you came to the conclusion a while ago, actually. This just solidified it. It is physically impossible to undo what happened to Taps using alchemy.
Ah, never mind. Okay.
That being said, you have been researching any other method at all, and you finally found a method. You found sort of was turning into rumors, and after checking out different books, different types of research projects, all leading to some sort of device. Mainly a concept in the magical community of the ability to separate one's mana from their body temporarily. And you realize that the thing that binds Taps and that monster together is her mana. So if her mana were to leave her, the monster would leave too. After pouring through this research, you figured out that this device has probably existed. There are accounts of it existing, or accounts of someone making it, but you can't track down where these accounts come from, where they stem from. It's that something went horrifically wrong when they created it. But you do know that there is one name popping up in these records and these researches of someone who they think it does know it, someone that has access to every high-end technology. That this device, if it did exist, has been in the possession of the maker for one moment or the other.
I see.
So you take away that knowledge that this device very well could be with the headmaster or even in the school. But there is a moment of just true relief, because as you're pouring through this, you start coming to a different revelation. You go back to your alchemy as you come up with your own idea, and after sorting through this, which is why you stay up so late, you come to a realization that you may not be able to cure Taps, but you think you're able to come up with a formula to basically tame the beast, something to suppress whatever desires Taps feeling, to put that voice asleep.
Huh.
And after trying so hard, you find something that you think can genuinely suppress and keep her sane.
That would help.
And so yeah, that was your moment. A moment that if this works, You won't at least won't have to worry about Taps having a mental breakdown as long as she takes her medicine.
We're giving her schizophrenia meds.
So there you go, Erwin. That was your debate discovery.
What's the day?
The day is the day before the play. No, this is on a Friday.
Okay, cool. Time for Erwin to pass the fuck out.
Erwin passes out for 3 days straight.
You guys, Toto, you wake up first. You open the door. Same time as when Quinn opens the door in Sully. You see Erwin passed out and over his work.
I think whatever he was looking for, he found it.
Should we put him in a bed or at least a comfortable chair?
Yeah, let's put him somewhere comfortable. I'll go pick him up, James, and go put him in his room. You know, in a soft bed.
On soft bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere comfortable for him to sleep, you know?
We'll tuck him in.
Super comfy soft bed.
We can bring meat to give him a kiss
Explosion,
goodnight.
super comfy soft bed.
Yeah, let's go get meat!
No.
This is
No,
reaching
that was a
parts I don't
joke.
want to think about.
Okay.
That was a joke. I'm not doing that.
Because you want to be the one to kiss Erwin goodnight.
No, that's gay.
Erwin
Everyone
has
knows.
his socks on.
Fuck, you're right.
All right. You tuck Erwin in, and you leave.
Damn.
And yeah, nothing major happens there.
Congrats, Erwin. You're in a bed now.
It'll be funny. Oh, never
What?
mind. I can't do that. All right, moving forward.
Damn, that would be funny.
Damn.
It would be funny if I had a coin. So
Oof.
someone want to coin something?
There's nothing.
If someone makes a roll.
Toto, you have an opportunity to coin.
What the fuck does that mean?
Toto,
No,
you have an opportunity.
That's like, you have an opportunity to
You know
spend
what,
it.
James, for you, I will coin.
Oh, okay.
I
for
would have
you.
coined for content. Why didn't you just ask me?
All right, I'm glad that worked. Okay.
Just for you, James.
Hold on, I need to look at Erwin's sheet real quick. Okay, good. Okay. So, Toto,
Yes.
you're picking up Erwin. You're not really caring how you're picking up Erwin. And then when you pick up Erwin, you feel something weird.
What?
James.
You feel there's like weird like there's something binding on Erwin. Because you like sort of pick him up by his stomach a little bit, you feel like there's like something there. Like bandages
Toto-
almost.
Slowly, things start connecting for Toto, and he's saying nothing.
What?
He knows now, though. Toto knows, but he's not saying anything as he picks up Erwin and takes him to the bed.
Alright.
Toto knows.
What kind of Pathfinder bullshit just happened?
Yeah, I feel like I missed a word here, but despite that,
Erwin felt weird when Toto picked him up, and Toto felt around and felt some weird bandages on Erwin. That's all he said.
oh, I'm connecting things now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, connecting some dots here.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
I told you, Garrett. Anyways.
Be like that.
Anyways. Later in the day, Toto, do you approach that or you leave it alone?
Well, Erwin's asleep.
I said later in the day.
If Erwin is
Should
feeling,
have joined Otis.
if Erwin is up and like feeling better, and not urgent or anything, I might go up to him.
Erwin, what do you do when you get up? You're in a bed. It's your bed. Or Meek's bed. Who knows? Probably your bed.
I've been in Meek's room, James.
I
I don't think it
Roll
looks
me a
like this.
perception. Can you roll me a perception, Erwin?
I'd like to coin
You
that.
can tell that the homies did not kiss you goodnight.
Okay.
I have not been harassed.
I have not been sexually assaulted in my sleep, which is good.
All right, so Erwin, what do you do?
Sorry, I was being brain dead for most of the session. Now I get to interact and think with things. Okay.
Let me
How's
go
it
ahead and
feel,
tab
buddy?
out of balloons
rough.
real quick.
Yeah, let's just close out of Bloon's tower defense. Hopefully that wasn't getting picked up by OBS.
Hopefully you don't close out of OBS.
We just keep the bottom right of the screen open for balloons at all times.
We go to battle map and it's just balloons.
The artist rendition.
All right, what do you do? What do you do, Erwin?
Fuck. I'm sorry. That got me too hard. Let's see. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before Erwin feasibly wakes up? Because Erwin's sleeping in late. I'm gonna be thinking for a second.
This is later in the day. So, do you want to do your side project? Actually, Saffron, do you want to do your side project?
Yeah.
All right, who are you going to next?
I mean, my plan was to keep talking to Team Glass after Otis left.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, let's go from there then. So, who are you talking to? We'll go back in time.
All right. Hey, Ted, I got some questions for you and your team, if you don't mind.
That sounds good.
Can you just gather everyone up for me real quick?
Sure. You might have to go get Scars though. He's in the training room. I go get him, but you know how he gets when he's training.
Fine. I'll go get the funny man. I assume the twins are there too.
Yeah. Screw off, Saffron. I don't care.
Ted says y'all have a team meeting.
And you're not on my team, so don't care.
If you don't want to go to the meeting, will you at least answer a question for me, each one of you?
Sure, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Fuck off.
Scars, I just want to know why you came to this school. That's it.
To personally torment you.
But like the real reason. What can I do to make you tell me?
Let me stab you.
Fine.
He actually gets a bit thrown off by that. Just like that.
Just like that.
You know, I didn't specify where I'd stab you.
Okay, where are you gonna stab me, Scars? Listen, I just want to know. It's for a project, okay?
Someone was going to be in the school, and I killed him.
What?
Uh,
So you're telling me you just kind of took someone's spot in the school after killing them?
yeah.
Do like the teachers know about that? Do you two know about this?
Yep, we were right there.
Did y'all watched him kill the
Yeah, he was doing it to shut up. Don't say that part. Anyways.
Did he kill Country Subaru?
It's
What? Okay, I feel like I want to know a little bit more about this now.
You said, why'd I join? I killed someone and
All right,
Ian let
Scars.
me in.
I will offer you a deal here, okay? You can... one favor from me if you tell me why you killed this man. I'm not gonna expose you. You have my honest word.
One favor.
One favor. And it can't be killing or getting someone expelled. If you want me to do a test for you, I'll do it. If you want me to do your homework till the end of the semester, I'll do it.
No killing and no expelling. That's it.
I know, it's so sad for you. If you want me to fight in a battle for you, I'll do it.
I don't need you to fight for me, weakling.
I'm just gonna look at Grim.
She'll just shrug. He's just thinking back to the fact that you have more wins against him.
Is that a deal?
You're not going to tell anyone else?
I will not tell anyone else. If I do, 2 favors. On top of the one.
I was protecting the twins.
Oh, so you do have a little sweet side.
I will stab you. He pulls out a dagger.
Well, I offered you one free one, so it's only fair.
Alright, he's gonna stab you.
Alright.
He'll stab you in the arm.
Roll damage, coward.
Alright, let's go to the star sheet. NPC. Stars. We'll just do this right now. I need some sheet. Oops. I'm pretty sure you can see this again.
No, because you took away my privileges.
Oh,
remember?
yeah, I did. You take 6 points.
Nice.
The damage.
Alright, well, you know, that is very nifty, Scars. I didn't think you had it in you.
Don't ever mention it again. It's embarrassing.
I won't. Alright, and you two, why did y'all come to the school?
Well, we met Scars when he saved us. And, we kind of been helping him. See, he kind of started off, I will stab you both. He was in a situation, and, we felt bad, so we helped him until he was coming to the school. And we didn't want to leave him, so we snuck in.
You know, it amazes me no one knows. Did the teachers know about this?
We're pretty sure they just didn't care. Did you know that apparently 2 other people snuck in too?
Who?
They said it was Sully and the mom. Sorry, Toto.
You know, that makes more sense. I think I actually might have heard that. Huh. So they really don't care who gets in here, do they?
Maybe. Or maybe they already knew. They're kind of creepy like that. They're really chill when Scars just killed their candidate and they let him in to do recommendation.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Well, I guess congratulations, Scars? I just mean for getting in the school, not being a good person. I know you're still not.
I know, I'm a terrible human being.
Uh-huh.
Go away,
Well,
Saffron.
it's okay. He's gonna watch me do major aid in front of him. Oh man, I passed. What a D6 plus 2. Oh man, I'm fully healed. Alright, well, have fun not being at the meeting. Bye!
Saffron
And
just
I'm
does
gonna go-
stitches in front of him.
He just stares at her in anger.
I'm gonna walk away and shut the door.
Alright. You go back and all of Team Glass is formed.
Well, hello everybody. It's nice to see you all again. I just had one question for everyone here. What is the honest reason y'all came to this school? I'm working on my history project, and I thought y'all would be willing to help me out.
Alright. Court will start first. she'll say, she'll point at you and then tap her in her biceps.
All right, she wanted to get strong.
Yeah.
All right.
Who else is in the team class? Diamond. Wanted to learn how to talk to dumb people.
Okay.
You asked her to elaborate.
I'll ask.
I was told this place can help you understand all the people in those silly outfits that talk a lot and apparently make up the laws and stuff like that.
Is she talking about politicians?
People that wear clothes like you.
Can I have this to me in English, or do I have to do a check to understand?
Yeah, you need to do a check.
What check?
People who wear clothes.
I need insight.
I mean, as a whole, Diamond doesn't wear clothes.
You start to come to understanding she's not just talking about politician and nobles like Quinn and stuff. She may just be talking about just normal people, like citizens.
All right. Understand citizens.
It just confuses you more. Do you ask her to elaborate any further?
What don't you understand about people, Diamond?
Why you guys don't like fighting a lot? Why you guys are all in those big cities? Why you guys wear clothes and shoes?
So you don't understand why everyone's like a giant training room?
Yeah, in a way.
I'm getting sidetracked. There's 3 unnamed NPCs.
There's Philda.
And,
I want it's really interesting how low the graduation rate is for the school. So I was curious if I would be able to lucky enough to get past that probability.
All right, man.
I'm also think if I can get a good job, I can give back to my my school.
Fucking nerd.
Wolf's fucking wolf.
understandable.
Do you actually to elaborate? You leave it there.
No.
Okay. Wolf's evil. Anyways, random NPCs. We're not naming these ones, so you can go suck it.
What?
Fine,
What?
fine. How
What?
many?
If you don't want to name them now, can we name them at the end?
How many girls were in this team? Hold on. It was because before when Saffron was here, it was Philda, Saffron, Court.
This was the girl team.
twins. It's it's Diamond. It was.
No, literally all the girls flocked to Ted.
Hold on, we're rolling out. What is it, 2?
Plus Quinn flocked to
It's
Ted,
three,
but then
it's three.
Ted
3.
said
We're rolling this out to see if this is literally an all-girl team, except for Scars. All
No,
right,
it's Ted, Scars, and Otis now.
Yeah, Ted, Scars, and Otis. Let's see if this is just all girls before Scars and Otis join. High
Okay.
girls, low guys.
Can I coin
Alright.
it?
fuck.
Sure, you can
Okay,
find
no,
it.
Can I
no,
coin that?
Yeah.
Here's the real probability. All right. All the girls flocked to Ted, and all the gay guys flocked to Ted.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright.
Let's go!
Hey.
Girl. I'll coin that.
To set the coins back to their to the original value, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ah,
No.
one guy.
It's 2 girls. It's just
There were 2 guys on this team initially, unless there were more that got expelled during
Probably.
initial drop week, essentially.
Yeah.
That unnamed. The 3 unnames have probably been here the entire time.
Well, no, these 3 unnames have, but there were probably more unnames that, didn't
Alright.
make the cut.
They took the guys out first.
They-
Ted is leading the matriarch.
Number 44, you're next.
Ted's not actually the leader. He's a shadow leader. Diamond's pulling the string. No, Court's pulling the string.
That's what I've been saying. That's why I don't think Ted's the great pretender, because Quart's actually behind it.
All right, so the guy is Keith, and let's do a girl.
Keith?
Yeah.
I like the name Keith.
Let's do random girl.
I can't believe there's a girl named Amelia.
Just for you, Ian. Let's randomize and see what happens. One is named Haven.
Haven?
Yeah.
The other's named Blast Shields.
And then the last one is named Ow. Finlay.
Alright.
Finley? F-I-N-L-E-Y.
Finley.
EY is
Finley.
Finley.
Alright. What are all their funny reasons?
Keith is just he's just no, I'm not doing country again. Keith is a city goer who just studied hard and saw the opportunity. He just lives a kind of in the middle range life. He wants to just become a graduate so he can have a good life in the city. Haven wants to use a graduate status to explore the high seas and find see if there's other land masses. And Finley, she just thought it'd be fun. She's from like she's nobility. She's basically like nobility essentially in Guild Davis.
Isn't that warrior stuff? No, that's Guild Troy, right?
The guilds are tuned. The guilds have like console systems and like that. She's essentially like the equivalent of like nobility, or like royalty, or sorry, royalty.
Guild Davis nobility.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last one's, believe it or not, Ted.
All right, Ted. Why did I want to come here? Well, I saw an opportunity, and honestly, I didn't want to go at first, but after thinking about it for a while, I thought it'd be a really fun opportunity, a really fun chance to just get better. I'd kind of just knowing the world, and I don't know, thought it'd be a really fun time.
What was the opportunity, Ted?
Well, I knew this friend who owed me a favor, and so happens that he was getting cold feet when it came to the whole academy process, but he already gotten past the prerequisites, and I'm not too bright when it comes to tests and things like that, so I just cashed in that favor, and I took his place. We sorted out with recruiters and everything, and they seemed to have been fine with it for the most part. I had to do a quicker test, but they let me through.
That's sweet of you.
Yeah, it worked out for the best for the both of us.
That's good. Well, thank you, everyone. Otis, I already got your reason, so. Did I? Yeah, I did. I really appreciate all of your help.
No problem. Oh, wait, I'm sad now.
Yeah?
Why is it so high?
Which one?
I'm coining. Thank you. All right, keep going.
Stop coining your psychic shit.
I want to know which funny stat it was. Because I know it's between 4 of them, and I don't think it's athletics.
Keep going.
Well, Ted, I just have another favor I need to ask you.
What's that?
Well, I want to do this with every team, and Team Iron still kind of scares me a little. I mean, like, I don't think they're going to be that open to having someone from Team Wood come in there. So, would you maybe join me to talk to them?
I'd love to, but you're better off taking Court. Everyone loves her. Team Iron's been talking to her a lot, so she might be more service than I am.
Court, would you join me?
She'll
We
nod.
don't, not today, obviously, but
She'll she'll just say anytime using her funny calligraphy.
all right. Maybe what fucking day was this?
This was like a Tuesday.
Maybe like next Wednesday, next Tuesday, either or.
She'll put 2 thumbs up
All right,
and then make another thumbs up out of ice.
all right.
She gives you a triple.
Ooh, baby, it's a triple.
Cool. That's all I have for right now.
All right. Funny Toto, what are you doing on the weekend or during a week? Time is irrelevant.
Toto has to go. Oh god, I don't want to do this. Toto has to go try and figure out how to confront Casper.
Cool.
The only lead he's got that doesn't involve him literally walking into the Team Iron Hall is the bar.
Uh-huh.
Because Casper was there before. It turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Why does everyone like Quinn so much? This causes me to drink nightly.
Meanwhile, Quinn goes to the bar. Why does everyone hate me so much?
Why does everyone hate me so much?
What the fuck did I do?
Tragic love story. All right. So you going to the bar?
Yeah.
See, I'm actually here living my enemies to lovers trope.
So you go to the bar and you see that Quart's there. You basically spent a few nights scouting out the bar, and you see Quart's there every night. And every night she gets like at least a handful of people come to her and just start talking to her casually. And this night, while you're waiting, there's no one there. You're sort of just sitting there, just buying the time. She's not even really drinking. She seems to just be there just to be there.
Alright, I'll go sit down with Court.
She'll wave at you.
Ah, the rumors are true. You are quite popular.
She'll shrug.
You know, a while back when we were doing some investigating, I thought Casper liked to hang out around here, but I haven't seen him.
She'll think for a minute, and she'll make an ice sculpture of Casper, and like put like the days of the week, and just shift it to today. But Casper basically he's coming in today.
Oh, good. But while I'm waiting for him, yeah, this is hard to say, but a couple of people have been pushing me, I guess. Court, how do you know when you like someone?
Are you saying this right after
shit.
you mentioned looking for Casper?
Court.
I know Toto realizes this is a total topic change, but I don't know if Court does.
Court blinks for a bit and just stares at the Casper statue.
No. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm only talking to Casper as a favor for a friend. That's not what
Is the
I was
friend
referring
you?
to.
Because my friend has a crush on someone. Not Casper, no, different friend.
She lowers her eyes and just looks at you.
I swear to God. I swear to whatever. I swear to the maker. There we go. I swear to the maker. It's not him. But I.
Aaron walks in.
You can say to the goddess. They believe in a goddess.
Okay.
She'll just slowly look back and she'll think about it for a moment. She'll destroy the Casper statue and replace it with like a heart. and then she'll put out of water funny, and then make the heart shake. So you translate that as you get a funny feeling.
Your heart does the funny blah blah blah.
Wait, and you're supposed to trust that person, right?
And she'll laugh a bit and just nod her head.
Okay. Everybody comes to talk to you for a reason, apparently. And I'm not exactly good at talking about this sort of thing. Not from myself, anyway.
She'll put like a little lip seal thing, like zipping her lips, and then she'll just put a cup and put silence in front of it and like pour water into it. Someone has to fill the silence since she can't talk.
I don't know how to trust someone like that. I help everybody because of my tribe. That's what I grew up around. Everybody's a part of the family. No matter where you go, it's the people you're with, not it's the people you're with, not where you are. But it's going to get told anyway. You might as well know. I left my tribe because my sister died. I tried to ask them for help, and they didn't. My sister was killed by the one person she thought she loved. So I don't know, I guess now I don't really want to or know how to trust somebody like that because of what happened to her.
She'll think for a bit. And she'll create beasts like basically create something of shattered ice scattered on the table, and then she'll create a pool of like a pool of water that flows away from the shattered ice, and toward two figures, and one figure is on the ground, and the other one's reaching their hand out to pick them up, and the first figure is scared, and they only slowly move toward the person, but the closer their hands get to touching, the water starts moving the broken pieces around and forming a heart that seems to be torn. And then she'll just like write slow. It's happened slow is what she writes.
Right. Yeah.
And then, but she'll say "but," and she'll point to the figures still reaching out. But you still have to try. She'll pat you on the shoulder.
You see how hard it is for me to try, though, considering I kind of flirt with everybody, because everybody here is kind of, you know.
She'll look at you and lower her eyes again.
I only speak the truth, Quartz.
She'll do a sculpture of you, then spin it, and it turns into a clown, and then see other people are smiling and laughing at you.
Wow. I'm offended. I thought you were supposed to be the nice one, Quartz.
She'll snicker, and she'll just shake her head and point at the smiling figures, and then point at you, and then she'll just write in the air with water, "You make smiles," and that's beautiful.
Thanks, Quartz. Sorry for brushing you off the last time.
She'll shake her head. she'll just put basically equivalent to sometimes people need space.
I don't think I follow that rule very well.
She'll nod her head.
Does Casper come to talk to you?
She nods her head.
Then I might need your help.
She'll look curious.
I know she probably doesn't want me going around spilling this to everyone, but I honestly don't believe her when she tells me that Casper might be more receptive to me than I think he would be. She wants me to help Casper the same way I've been helping everybody else. I just don't know if it's possible for me to approach him the same way.
She'll put two masks, and one's a cheering smile person, and one's like an evil looking mask. And she'll drop to the table, and they crack. And then when they crack, they reveal a different face. The evil face is turned sweet, and the sweet face turned evil. And she'll basically just people aren't always who they seem to be.
I'm learning that. It's kind of the reason I agreed to help her at all with this. I know that Casper probably has his reasons. I might have seen a glimpse of what that reason might be during Spirit Oasis. It's just I've kind of not been exactly kind to him. I've been defensive of Quinn. So, I need to talk to him. If you could stick around, if I push any buttons, just keep him here. Try to help convince him that he needs to be talked to.
She'll think.
He needs help.
She'll put, "You want my help?"
Yes, I want your help.
She'll put, "It will be hard."
That's why we're in a bar.
She'll smile at that. One question. She'll put a question mark. Put one.
Okay, go for it.
If I may. She does a sculpture of you, and then of you holding out flowers to a blank figure and a question mark above your head.
It's up for debate. Like,
She'll smile. And just nod. She'll put like a checklist. And basically is don't back down. Don't let him get to your head. And don't be afraid.
that's not entirely okay, it's easier said than done. I mean, it's not exactly like I've seen a whole lot of other people doing that. Just up and approaching. Not even Quinn. And Quinn's the most likely at this point. I mean, Meek and Erwin, I don't know about you, but they're definitely got something going.
She'll smile and said, "I meant talking to Casper, but now I know it's a guy."
Hey, stood up!
Oh,
You got baited so fucking hard.
nice.
Hey.
Nice. Now she
Look.
knows it. Now all of China knows you're gay.
All of China.
All of China knows you're gay.
All of China
Okay,
knows.
Gort. Okay. Yes, I'm kind of stupid. I'm going to help Casper as best I can, but I can't promise anything. I'm going to try to be nicer to him. You don't have to worry about that. Doesn't mean I
And
agree with his message.
then she'll just pat you on the back, get up, and sprint away.
Or you can't just abandon me like this.
And as you say that, Casper enters the bar.
Oh God.
Damn. Go on, flirt with your one true love.
Hey, you know what? I did flirt with him before, and it worked.
No, it didn't. You made him uncomfortable. That can mean a series of things.
Okay, so he walks in. Does he go sit anywhere in particular, James?
He actually looks confused. As he looks back at it, he probably saw Court sprint away. And then he sort of looks around, notices you, sighs, and just goes to the bar and gets a drink.
Oh, fuck Quartz. I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna go walk over to him. I'm gonna sit beside him, order myself a drink, because that's how this works.
You ever seen someone just try to ignore you exist as an entity?
I know he's trying to ignore me so hard. So, Casper,
He doesn't even recognize you.
I've been trying to figure out when you would come here. I've been meaning to talk to you.
Some might call that a stalker-like behavior, Toto.
Hey, I'm known as the mom, but also some people might consider me a bit of a stalker. I don't think it should come as any surprise to you.
This takes a sip.
I take a sip too, James. And Toto's gotta be drunk to talk to Casper. It's kind of important. I know you normally talk to Quartz, but and as much as she helps, I think it might be a time for you to open up a little bit more.
Let me open up to the mom, you know? Let's go in and tell ourselves a story of how we are all good friends, and it was all just a huge misunderstanding, and you're going to unlock my deepest, darkest secrets and make me your truest of true friends. That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Chris never forgave Barkley, so it's not exactly like we have to be the deepest of friends. I know you still don't care for my team, and quite honestly, I don't care for your methods in handling this school.
Handling the school. I'm sorry that me winning at everything is you not understanding my methods or not liking them. Winning can be a bit hard on others when they're not the ones who are achieving victory.
I wouldn't necessarily call it winning when you're trying to destroy somebody's life. When you're using what happened to them in the past against them. I wouldn't exactly call that winning, Casper. And that's kind of why I was asked to help you. And I'm going to try my best to get around this exterior here, but please try not to push it. I'm trying to be nice.
I assure you, Toto, that what I'm doing isn't some petty little quabble that happened a while ago. What I'm doing is purely, sincerely, my hatred for Quinn.
And nobody exactly knows why you hate Quinn?
That hurts.
Why do you need to know my hatred for another individual? Are you Quinn? Are you his lover? And that might make a lot more sense out of things.
No, that would be Barrett.
What the fuck?
Toto just fucking out of
Toto? I'm gonna go beat Wolf's ass real quick.
Be right back.
Wait, you're the one RPing.
They're actually out there.
Yeah.
It's okay. Do we want to just switch the camera real quick?
Yeah, let's see who
I told her to put the headphones back on and she won't.
Oh.
Okay, I have them. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I was ready to run.
What the fuck?
I just wanted to glare at her.
Okay. So anyway, back to trying to get drunk and talk to Casper.
Oh, again, so you're not his lover. You're not him himself, so why does it matter?
Because Quinn isn't going to approach you about this, and I know you won't approach him about it, so having a median might help things a little bit.
Help with what? I'm not trying to make amends with Quinn. I'm not trying to right something in our past. I've never met Quinn before we entered this academy. At least not personally.
Though your hatred has more to do with his bloodline than Quinn.
My
himself.
hatred has nothing to do with his bloodline. The young bloodline came from a very respected revolutionary who turned this country from the hands of an evil dictator king into something it is now today. My hatred is not with Quinn's name.
His status? I don't understand.
You don't need to understand. That's what I'm getting at, Toto. You're a simpleton, and I have bigger things, bigger than you, bigger than this. All you need to understand is that I'm your enemy. And that's all it needs to be left at. I'm sure a moron like you can understand that not everyone in the school is going to like you.
And not everybody likes you, but the one person who does asked me to help you, and quite honestly, I'm not going to stop until I have.
And
So
that
you
person's
can-
a fool for axing.
So you can either open up and we do this civilly, where you actually have a say in the matter, or I do it my way.
What's your way, Toto?
I grab his wrist.
Okay.
Sexual assault now.
This is sexual history.
called
What are you
rape.
looking for history? What are you looking for?
Okay, so there's a couple of things I could look for. I could look for who the dead were and how they died. I could look for that. But I could also look for the day he learned to hate Quinn, or like the day he learned to hate whatever's causing him to hate Quinn. You know, like
I feel like that's a selfish reason. Connect it more to Sylvia. Because she's the one that asked you to help him. So that's what you should be focusing on.
I mean, I know she's asking me to help him open up and figure out what's going on so that I can help him. If I connect it to Sylvia, I'm just gonna get a conversation between him and Sylvia, which I mean, I could, but I don't know the exact day he might have spoken to her. I mean, I could look for the day he opened up to her, because she did say that she knew, and that she couldn't spill a friend's secrets. Uh, that I think that's a good basis. I want to look for the day he told Sylvia his secrets,
Okay.
like opened up to her.
History.
Can
You
I
Nice.
recording
join that?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Much better.
Damn.
It's almost a 1, and that would have been like.
That would have been funny.
So, you with the 20, you close your eyes and you think back, and you see Casper. You see Casper in the middle of the forest. Based off the temperature and the change of the weather, and the fact that in the distance, you're seeing to be a sort of elevation, you can see the city of Troy. This is probably around Spirit Oasis. If you're gonna keep stalking like that, why don't you go ahead and reveal yourself? And he turns around and looks straight past you, and you turn around, Toto, and you see Sylvia. I thought I said that you guys, there was no plans or duties during this break. You can go ahead and do as you please. I know that, but it's just, was, Sylvia, quit with your games. What do you want? You're sad. What gives you that idea? Um, Animals can sometimes, when they're separated from their pack, there's different reasons for it. Sometimes when they're gonna die, they don't want to die in front of them, or when they're sick, they get left behind. But when people split away from their, I'm not an animal, Sylvia. Casper, what's wrong? Every day we get closer to Spirit Oasis, you've been not talking to us. Why must you constantly pester and everything? Just leave me alone like everyone else does. I'll be fine after the break. But I want to know. At least I want to try to know. It happened on a Spirit Oasis. What happened? The day my the day I watched my mother take her own life. She told me she was going to help me play the guitar. We would practice, and every year around Spirit Oasis, she'd try to teach me how to play the strings correctly so I can play a song for my father. But instead, I saw her body hanging from the basement. Casper, no need for your empty-hearted apologies. I don't care about all that. So, what about your dad? Do you hang out with him? He was struck dead. They said he killed a score of guards and almost planted a bomb that blew up a section of the merchant district back in the era. Oh, the way you're talking, though, did that actually happen? Of course not. He was killed. He was murdered without a single thought behind it. Why? Because the royalty were scared of him, and so they decided to do what's best, hunt down what they were scared of, and completely wipe it off the face of this earth. That's all you get. And he'll snatch his hand away from you and get up. I don't know what you just did, but I don't think it was just simply grabbing my hand, Toto.
I told you it was either civil way or my way.
And I have the mind to blast you across this room.
I wouldn't blame you if you did. You remember during Spirit Oasis when we were, all giving each other gifts and whatnot? Uh, Quinn. Quinn was nice enough to get me a lute, and I've only ever played it for Berkeley during the trial, trying to figure out some clues. I don't touch it because that was my sister's instrument, and she was supposed to teach me. And when she died, I couldn't even look at one. But now that I have it, and it's come from a close friend like Quinn, kind of trying to get back into playing it again. I just think that opening up a little bit. You're lashing out at a world that was cruel to you. And I don't blame you for that.
He's gonna shoot you with a boulder of lightning.
Yeah,
You're going
Rude.
to you see him quickly extend his hand out, chant the comments, and before you can react, you're shocked with it. You take 16 points of lightning damage as he basically flings you into the nearest chair.
Yep. That's fine.
Don't speak to me like you know me. This was simple, Toto. Keep it simple. I'm your enemy, and stop thinking I'm anything else. You can't be friends with everyone, you idiot. Stay down, you useless dog, before I finish you off.
Toto's gonna get back up.
What's your passive perception?
18.
You see that he does hesitate. He wavers a bit in his confidence, but then he stands firm. It's like he's about to start chanting comments again. What do you do?
If you're going to kill me, at least can we do it somewhere not here? Because there's probably a couple of things we should talk about that I want to bring up that I don't want to bring up in front of everybody else. I'm not backing down, Casper.
Persuasion.
Let's go. I'm gonna coin that.
Thanks, Wolf, for taking all of our coins. We should never have let you talk to Casper. Because now Ian and I have no funny power.
Talking to
He'll
Casper.
lower his hand. There's nothing to discuss. Leave me alone, Toto.
Well, you're all about this politics thing, right?
It's a means to ends, but what of it?
Information for information. You tell me and let me, I guess, talk to you about this, what I now know, and then I'll tell you a secret.
You're willing to compromise the integrity of you and your team for some silly information.
Trust me, the information I would give you is more important than what you're giving me.
You're a
Casper,
fool.
I'm serious about this.
Then you're a very serious fool. Fine, let's go outside. If you pull anything, I will kill you.
I'm kind of in a lot of pain right now. I don't think I have it in me to pull anything.
Good, gives me the advantage. Unless you're gonna have Erwin, that freak, come after me and try to kill me himself.
Don't call Erwin that.
You think I call him because I think he's a crafter. I call him a freak because he's honestly one of the strongest people on your team.
Kind of why he became the leader, much better decision maker than I am.
Then again, he might get outplayed by Saffron, but I digress.
I'll follow him outside, James. It's time for the buddy talk.
Cutting away. Does anyone else do anything to this day? Quinn.
I've been helping Barrett prepare for the play.
I've been helping Barkley.
If Toto doesn't want him, I'll steal him.
I should have rolled for the day. I didn't. Now I'm gonna fuck up.
Forget about Toto, baby.
Forget about Toto, baby.
I'm here for the beating.
This is gonna get pretty nerve-wracking, huh? The performance?
Yeah, the cast list has surprised me. And I didn't expect you to get like first chair. There's a lot of pressure on the show.
You know who's showing up, right?
All the teachers?
No, not just them. Sorry, you have only been here for a year. Well, these plays are not just for the school. The Some of the biggest names when it comes to the arts are invited to these plays. They see these as scouting opportunities for those who graduate or don't even graduate. We're talking about fancy aristocrats and masterful performers coming together to see what the future of arts has to offer.
I'm a lot more scared for this performance than I was before. And I'm not even in it.
Yep, and on top of that, since you didn't know that, you don't know, I think there's rumors that the Queen of Liberia might be joining in the audience.
Where the fuck is my mom coming? And I'm even more glad I'm not in this show.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what your relationship's like. Honestly, I've just been kind of cutting out the fact that I'm talking to royalty almost every day.
I actively try to forget about it sometimes, especially in school context. It's not an enjoyable fact.
Hey, Prince, you nerd!
Shut the fuck up, Casper.
Yeah, so I guess this is maybe he was just doing this so that I finally blow it and I can stop pestering him about me joining the school. If I ruin this performance, then I'm sure you'll never have a career as a performer in all of Maze.
But when you blow the performance out of the water, then it's going to solidify your chance at a career.
He'll smile at you. You got a lot of confidence for a mid-range cook and dishwasher.
No, I have a lot of confidence for a skilled performer. Sorry, skilled musician. The word for that.
Musician.
Musician is the word.
Sex worker.
Whoa, whoa. Didn't know you had that background. I'm gonna have to rethink some things.
It's everything. I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna mess up. It's so much pressure, and how am I supposed to compete with everyone else?
Just don't think about everyone else. Keep your eye on the conductor and your brain focused on what your fingers are doing. Don't listen to whatever else is happening. The play or the other musicians. Just focus on what you're doing.
And when I focus on what I'm doing, I get a million more thoughts and I start panicking, which is why I can't get through this last part of the song. So he slams his head into the music sheet.
Close your eyes and try to play what you can from memory.
Take a deep breath and do so. Gets through it pretty much flawlessly, but in the end, it does start messing up.
Okay. Now do it with the music, and then again without it.
Do so. Still messes up, though. It's too much to think of. I feel like I'm gonna let some people down. I'm not a student. I'm not some grand musician. I'm literally just the farmer boy way over its head right now.
yeah, then you don't have anyone to let down. There's no one sitting in the audience thinking, oh, the student made it into the school, they've made it this far, they have to be skilled. The only person you have to let down is yourself.
It's not entirely true.
Barrett, if no one expects anything of you, then there's no one to disappoint. So all you have to worry about is disappointing yourself. So just believe that you can do it.
I'll look you in the eye. What if I'm scared of disappointing you?
Would it make you feel better if I tell you that I expect you to fail miserably?
He'll laugh. Maybe a little.
All right, then make sure you mess up as much as humanly possible this time.
He starts playing purposely as horrifically as possible.
All right, then use that same lack of care, but play the right notes.
See, then that's when the nerves start going in. Ability battle. Ba 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 ba.
At the end of this ability battle, you kiss.
Oh, stop.
No,
Oh,
that's
the
kinda gay. That's hella gay.
Oh, I'm banning Wolf and MEAGM.
Jesus Christ. All right, we're using charisma, right?
Yeah.
I am relying on no lies, so I will be adding truthful tunes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's 1 TP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting with the artistry, okay?
Okay.
Got
it.
Ooh. Fuck. Barrett uses a different instrument than I play. Damn. Damn, this isn't the lyre, this is the violin.
Yeah, it's screwed over. It's the same thing, strings.
They're
Pretty much
not
same
the same thing.
You know,
though.
bass, violin, guitar, harp, all the same thing. Triangle. They all make clickety clack clack noises when he strum them.
Guys, are we sure James is deaf?
It may be me.
So we're also gonna use sweet talk, James.
Okay, using sweet talk. Okay, but not flirt, you coward.
Yeah. I don't have flirt.
Oh, sorry, you're not Toto. I forgot.
I'm not Toto. Also, I do have to ask, does Barrett like me?
Yeah.
Damn, I get to use my 2d6 charisma appeal rating.
He hates you. So actually subtract that.
Fuck. And we're actually going to use worker.
Worker.
Yeah, because I know the knowledge and lingo of my hobbies.
Ah.
So even though I'm not using the lyre specifically, it's that expertise still relates to this battle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And so that's 3 TP so far.
All right.
Sorry, I'm contemplating my life. Actually, scratch all of that. We're just gonna raw talent.
Yeah, you're raw talented. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Raw talent.
I'm not a bitch, so we're not doing show off. But we're gonna take my persuasion as a TP.
Okay.
I get 3 more, so. Actually, we are gonna do show off because, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be a bitch about it.
Oh, so you're not gonna just do that. Okay, you're not gonna just pick
I'm not
one.
I'm not gonna do the math. No, I'm gonna take the number 15 is my goal.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I have a +5. That feels like cheating. 13.
Okay, so you're gonna trying to see if you can pull a Garrett again.
What?
Didn't Garrett pick 13 when he used the show off?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I rolled higher than it though, so that's
Go for
cool.
it. See if 13 goes off.
Yeah, it didn't go off.
Sadness.
Yeah, that's rough.
Dang, you still get a +5 though.
Yeah, I don't it's fine. It's better than doing straight talk. So with my last TP, we're gonna do last word.
Okay, your last wording. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. Are you done then?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna give you a -8. No. Yeah, no. I'm gonna. No, we'll make it. You're gonna get a -7. For Quinn's cowardless nerves.
Hell yeah, baby.
Of staring at Barrett in close proximity. I'm gonna give Barrett his crippling anxiety is gonna give him a
Damn.
It's gonna give him
Anxiety really comes at you.
a +10. And do you like Barrett is the real question.
I think I do like Barrett actually.
Alright, and then he's gonna add his funny abilities.
Is he using flirt, James?
You know what, bet. Let's see.
What the fuck? You can't do that.
You can. Basically, you go down the list of things. We'll go from charisma. Do you like people with charisma?
Oh wait, shit.
It's crazy.
Let me actually think about these.
We're
Let me
gonna find
mentally
out.
pick some things real
We're gonna
quick.
have to find out now if this
We're
is
gonna find out
actually-
number-wise whether I should actually like Barrett.
Guess you're going after Toto instead. I am very, very crazy. Very...
Yeah, I like people with charisma.
Barrett crazy.
Barrett crazy. All right. Charisma. So that's +3. Yeah, +3. What about words? What about wisdom? Yes or no? Or does it matter?
Let me flip a coin real quick. Actually, no, wisdom, it's like a net neutral.
Alright. What about intelligence?
I like people with intelligence.
Do you hate people who are dumb?
No.
Okay. So that wasn't coming to play. What about constitution?
Neutral.
Alright, what about dexterity? That's
I like people with dexterity. I do like the sweet dexterous ass games.
Alright, what about strength?
I couldn't care less if you're strong.
What, do you hate people who are strong?
No.
Alright, you've failed me.
Basically, yes, Toto would have some pluses for appeal to fucking Quinn.
Why do you think I still keep Toto around? Like,
What were your thoughts on wisdom?
wisdom is a neutral.
Oh, you hate Saffron.
Damn, that's rough.
Pretty much everything you're neutral on is the stuff I'm good on, and everything you like is the stuff I'm bad at.
Alright, James, I'm gonna roll my 4d6 real quick, just so that I have my modifier all together.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I'll roll my d8.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
last word
D10.
requires you to have a mod.
Yeah, funny d10. Oh, well, that worked out for me.
What?
I meant to say D10. His charm is in the D10 range.
I know. That's nice.
Yeah, not a D6, but you know. So in
Yeah.
total, we're looking at a 23.
Damn, I have a 29.
He flirt with you. He fucking flirt with you in the middle of his anxiety attack. His first thought is to flirt with you.
Let's go.
Hey, I use sweet talk.
I hate my life. I'm coining.
What the fuck?
I'm coining both of us. Coins are resetting back to you. Oh wait, never mind. I have one. I have both. Yeah, I'm coining both of these. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing.
I can't see James's numbers. Oh wait, it was at the percent. I won, baby.
Oh, Quinn still won. Hell yeah, let's go.
That was a solid number. Like 47. Damn.
So angry.
Are you okay, James? That
James,
was
you
a lot
have
of
to,
D20
James,
just
you
rolled.
have to roll like that for me. You never roll like that for me.
I'm so angry.
James is very, very angry.
He'll look at you and smile. Thanks, Quinn. I think I feel better now. I think I got this.
That's because you do got this.
And he'll play it one more time, and he plays the entire thing perfectly.
Quinn, why are you so awkward?
Yes. That's entirely Rowan being awkward.
I think I finally figured it out. All I have to do is, when I get to the difficult part, is think about you, and I calm down.
Okay.
I thought you said you were scared of disappointing me, so wouldn't that make it worse?
Yeah, but if I think about how much you'd smile if I did it right, it kind of cancels itself out.
Then I guess I can't complain if that works. You still have to do it right.
Yeah. And we'll cut away from there. Erwin, Mr. I don't sleep. What are you doing?
Hi. Hey, I slept.
What's your next play after you figure this out? Is it the summon 9 mana?
Yeah. It's just, after all that, I realized it's not worth the effort. Fuck it.
Time for Plan B.
Time for Team Wood to lose at least one more member.
Possibly 2,
What the
depending on
fuck,
if
Erwin?
Saffron's aware.
Can we start having someone that's in politics be the team leader? Because, like, I'm sick of them not giving a shit about our size of team.
Doesn't give a fuck that I just murdered Taps, but like, what the fuck, Erwin? Now we're down by 2!
The political repercussions of this are astronomical, Erwin.
We can never
Do
recover.
you even think?
We can never recover from this, Erwin. Alright. What's the play, Erwin?
Let's see, it's a Saturday.
Alright.
Honestly, I think Erwin is just going to take some time to relax right now, honestly.
You smell cotton candy.
You gonna rehearse for the play?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea too.
Yeah, that's what
I'm glad that you're outside your room as Meek pops up from behind you.
Right, I think I finally worked through a couple things.
Oh? Anything fun or not boring alchemy stuff?
I think I found a way that I could potentially control, well, a way actually to get Taps back to who she used to be.
Oh, that sounds amazing, Erwin.
It's not an easy thing to achieve or anything that is going to happen for a while, but it's something.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, you were stressing out about it so much, and I'm sure Taps would be excited. Did you already tell her?
I haven't spoken to her about this yet, no.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll be even ecstatic when she finds out. Makes sense, though, you know? You're so cute and smart. I'm sure you would figure something out.
Right, I how have things been going with you? On the politics side of things, I guess, and, well, just in general, I suppose. I've been out of focus of late.
Oh, you're
Or
fine.
hyper-focused, I suppose.
No, it's fine. It's fine, honestly. I mean, everyone pretty much at school is giving me the cold shoulder, and everyone who had a crush on me kind of hates me now. But, you know, it happens. It's to be expected. Sometimes you gotta play the villain role. Happens in plays. Let the audience hate you so that the overall performance is amazing.
Right.
You can tell that she's probably not being truthful.
Really?
Really?
A lot of that was tinged with sarcasm and hatred? I think that we can overcome that with due time.
I guess. Anything's possible with enough time. But that's not important right now. Now, what's important is to drag you to some other impossible project. We have to make sure that you're ready for the big stage.
That... Right, yeah. I apologize for, I need to practice, yeah.
Don't worry, you can make it up to me by spending all your time instead of looking at a book and then looking at me. And if we're quick enough, we can practice the kissing scene as much as you like. And she'll just smile at you.
Peace.
Yeah, why don't we, lead the way?
She'll grab your hand and take you somewhere. I can show you the world. I had a different lyric, but I decided to censor myself. Not sure why. Anyways.
I can show you my bedroom.
I can show you my crotch. Anyways.
Okay.
Cutting away. That's why I censored myself. You guys are gonna go off and start practicing, or unless you want to have a conversation with anyone. Or is it just Taps that's next on your list?
Well, James, I have a question. You said that I found something that could feasibly work to, like, as a suppressant. I'm assuming it's not an easy ingredient to get.
It's not like a. You have to ask Jux. You've seen it in the garden, but if you want to, like, it's not produced enough for you to give her regular doses of it. You'd have to ask Jux for permission to get more of where she got it from.
I see.
Yes. You have to talk to your teacher.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I could
possibly kill you.
I think I could see. Yeah, we'll talk to Taps after this, but that's about it.
So you're going to talk to Taps or Jux after you talk to Meek?
Taps, I think.
All right, you haven't been in session for the past 2 weeks, so we're gonna go to Taps.
Look, I was in the session a lot before that, so I didn't mind it.
Is equal contribution. You go to Taps. She is I don't know, talking to Saffron. Let's say that she's probably hanging out with Saffron.
I wanted to talk to Taps too. It's okay.
All right, we'll do your conversation first. Then go for it.
Now, Taps, you know how I said I was gonna protect you?
Yeah.
Well, the best way for me to do that is to make sure you're my roomie now.
Roomie?
Yeah, why don't you just
Aw.
move into my dorm? You know,
Oh,
us girls gotta stick together, right?
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to I guess no one would care if I left the dorm and
Well, I
moved
mean,
in
like,
with
you're
you.
still in the same, like, team room, just a different bedroom. We could stay up, like, all night, and
Whoa,
we
whoa,
just
whoa,
become
whoa,
better.
whoa, 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 whoa! Porter's gonna walk. I think I eavesdropped on the right conversation here. No, stop saying it's in our room.
I'll arm wrestle you for. Actually, Porter, we can settle this like adults.
How so?
Haps is gonna come into my room, and you will be okay with it
Why?
because I said so.
If I lose taps, I lose a very valuable resource to our room.
Which is
Someone cleans up our dorm and my room. Yeah,
well,
they really do like it when I clean up for them.
well, Taps. What if I told you you don't have to, and it's your choice?
But I don't want to be a burden or get anyone upset
Oh,
or
it's okay.
anything.
They don't mind.
Oh, it would be such a burden. I mean,
I'm gonna glare at Porter.
intimidation at advantage. You can use your strength if you want.
I don't need it.
Do what the bones? Why do I have coins? Why do I never have coins when I need them?
Because you used them on the Barrett conversation.
He looks at you with defiance, but you see his hand shake, and he takes a step away.
If I didn't take more social abilities, he would have been frightened.
I still think that Taps will be, more comfortable in the place she's been in all year.
Is that true, Taps?
Yeah, Taps, that cool?
What Porter's saying is you wouldn't be a burden. He just want to make sure you're the most comfortable you can be.
Right. I mean, I guess it would be nice to not hear Porter snoring or the massive amounts of pillows that Kino spills into the main room. Be a little less chaotic. And then the bird squawking.
I'm gonna smirk at Porter. I win.
He's just gonna lean into you and do your whisper in your ear. I won't let you keep doing this, Saffron.
Wanna arm wrestle for it?
You know that's unfair.
That's why I'm suggesting it.
One day, Saffron. He's just gonna storm off. And when he's
Where Erwin walks in.
yeah, that's what Erwin. You see Porter storm off, pissed off, and Tap looks a bit confused.
Yeah, all right. Have I interrupted something?
No, we just finished.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm moving into a new dorm.
I'm just gonna look at Saffron a little quizzically.
What? Me and Taps, us girls gotta stick together.
Porter's banging his head on a table a few bit away.
I mean, I don't see an issue with that. Well, maybe there isn't. No, I don't think they care. So Taps, I apologize for the last time that I spoke to you.
No, you're perfectly fine in that.
I spoke rashly.
but it was truthful. You've always spoken the truth about crafters. That's what we are. You don't have to apologize for being truthful, Erwin.
Tabs, I think I've found a way. Of course, I would need to work with you on this. I'm not going to go against your own will. A way that I might be able to help you.
A lot of people said they can help me, but it's a lot harder than people think.
I understand that. I certainly know that this won't be easy. However, we are aiming to be graduates of this academy, and a graduate of this academy can do whatever they set their mind to, right?
Yeah, that's what everyone says. If we graduate, we can do anything.
I've heard of an item that could separate you from it.
She looks at you and she looks at you with like shock. But you see that swirling in her eyes. She sort of shakes her head and it goes away. Really? Something I can actually do that? But that can't exist. We're the same.
In a way, yes. It is not something that is well known. And quite frankly, it may not be something that I could find for quite some time. But, I can, however, I know a way to... I think I could have found a way to suppress it in the meantime.
Suppress it?
To keep it under control.
It starts the blood starts to swirl again, but she just you see her nails dig into her flesh, and she starts bleeding as like the bear sort of hugs her head, and the blood and like the swirling goes away.
Can I grab her other hand?
Yeah, she'll squeeze it.
Yeah.
Very tightly.
I don't care. I'm muscle James. I'll take it.
That sounds really good. Are you sure it works?
In theory, it works. It's not as though I've been testing it on anyone, though.
You see it. She's trying to like collect her thoughts. You see that something's trying to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look. Look, James. All I have to say is Erwin does care about consent.
I trust you, Erwin. If you think it works, I've seen you. You're really kind. I don't think you try to hurt me, at least without just telling me you want to hurt me. But if you, she'll look you in the eyes and you see one eye struggling to turn red. If you want to hurt me, you can. I'm okay with that.
I would like to avoid that if at all possible.
Yeah, but let's switch subjects. It doesn't like this.
Of course, Saffron, what do you think? Which room is Taps going to be taking in your dorm?
Well, obviously the one closest to me. I was thinking maybe if you were feeling up for it, Taps, we could try to ask the other two if they wanted to join. Other two being Kino and Crystal. Those are the only other two girls, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds like fun. We can do that. Talking doesn't sound like fun, but I can watch you ask them.
Yeah, we still might have those pillows spilling out, and I don't know how up Crystal's gonna be, but we do have a shot. Why don't
Right.
you... Actually... Why don't... Yeah, why... Sorry, I'm trying to think of just what to say here. Porter! Mir,
Walk over to you.
why don't you help Taps say her goodbyes to everybody and start helping her move her stuff?
She's going to be across the hall, but...
Sure, Taps. You see, he's about to get angry, then he has a big smile on his face. Sure, let's go, Taps. Oh, yeah. And she'll just pick up Taps and zoom off.
Erwin, I actually would like to ask you something. Is there any way I can help you out with this?
I need to speak with Jux to make sure that I can have the ingredients to make it, and if there's any sort of issue sourcing those sorts of materials, I would be appreciative of getting help.
Alright, well, do you want to go now?
I suppose if you have nothing else she would need to do,
Porter's gonna take care of it for me, so...
then I suppose that I have the free time to go right now.
Lead the way, Captain. Leader. Or Erwin. I don't know. Calling you leader just didn't feel right there.
Leader, please! Alright. You guys go off to Jux. We're going to cut away to Toto. This is a different day. I'm just jumping around timelines. This is really fun. Toto. If Toto dies, this will be very funny for the timeline. You go outside.
No one acknowledges Toto's death.
This is like for Toto. This is like a Friday night for Toto. So this is the day before the what's happening with those two, with everyone else essentially. You go out, Toto, and it is whatever nighttime is in this whatever you're at, and he just sort of walks outside and he just looks at you. Speak.
Right? So you want my information before you give me yours?
You're the one who seems so desperate.
Alright. Kotal's gonna move so that if you know he tried to flee.
He tries to flee.
You know, I give him my information, then he leaves without telling me his. You know, I gotta make sure, James.
If he tries to flee.
If he tries to run,
If he has lightning carry, it's kind of instantaneous. He hurts himself in the process, but
Okay, so I don't know how well I've been able to keep it hidden from everybody, so if that's not enough information, I do or can continue for you. What I did back in the bar grabbing your hand. I'm a Pathfinder, Casper.
he thinks he takes a minute, and he looks at you and he sort of shakes his head. And you're dumb enough to give your information first. Seriously, there's something wrong with you. That doesn't make sense, though. That does explain what they were talking about.
They were talking about?
Not of your concern. You're a Pathfinder. That confirms some information. That explains how you've been so good at helping people. Explains why you seem to neatly tie up every loose end when it comes to your little misadventures.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you know already that Stephanie's a Pathfinder then.
Yep. I asked her to help me and been mostly learning on my own, but I guess she does push me here and there.
I would not like it any other way. She claims to be neutral toward the school. Wouldn't want one of our own teachers and staff members to be taking favorites.
Honestly, if she had the choice, I'm pretty sure she would kick me out.
You are a stowaway.
Yeah.
Well, now I know to avoid those touches of yours. You've just taken away a very key part of your information gathering, Toto.
It's not like I was really able to use it for anything more than helping other people. I honestly don't need it for much else other than getting memories from people.
You see him get annoyed at your statement.
Trust me, getting information from items is a lot harder than getting information from people. Honestly, every time I've tried, it's failed, so I honestly don't care anymore. So long as...
You are so infuriating. Potential's lost on imbeciles, I see.
That might be what you think, but I know that I'm fulfilling what I'm meant to be here for.
What are you meant to be?
I'm meant to be the one sane person in a school full of hormonal, crazy, overpowered teenagers who are bitter at the world.
Such an oversimplification. He'll smile. Is that how you go about all your life, oversimplifying things?
Makes things a lot easier to process in my tiny brain.
Shakes his head. Honestly. Anyways, what information did you want from me to complete this exchange?
This is gonna take a while, Casper, so please take a seat.
I agreed to exchange information, not to reveal my entire life story to you.
Well, when I was explaining the deal, I did say that I wanted information and to talk, not just the information. You should really start paying a little bit more attention to wording.
No, I did. We're talking right now. I've fulfilled part A, and part B is the information you request from me. You should pay more attention to what exactly you want.
Okay, well, let's see here. So I already know that who those two people with you during Spirit Oasis were. I know how they came to their untimely deaths. I know why you hate Quinn so much. So what do I want from you?
Oh, you learned all of that. Then why am I even here? If your Pathfinder abilities are already in all that, then I shouldn't even need to be talking to you.
Because the whole point of me getting this information, Casper, is to help you stop lashing out at literally everybody else. Because
How am
that
I?
is all you're doing.
I'm lashing out at people. Is that what you think it is?
Okay, so let's get some examples here, although I'm not quite sure if some of these were more Lorben than you, but from the way Sylvia was talking, I want to say it was not entirely Lorben's fault or yours.
Lorben's very valuable when it comes to his information and his tactics.
So let's do some soul searching here. So first off, Porter, I don't know why you would ever do that. Using his own mother against him, where does that fall into your morality?
He smiles. Who says I have morality, Toto? Lorben came up with the information. I thought it'd be interesting. Take out someone weak early, get rid of Quinn's support, break down the team quicker.
Okay, so that's lashing out number 1.
Lashing out, sure.
Let's see, what else did you pull? Oh, yeah, your little comments in politics? Yeah, that's more rumor, but I'm pretty damn sure most of those are true. So that's kind of lashing out towards Quinn in politics class.
Me
Not
speaking
quite
the truth of Quinn's actions lashing out, I see. Understandable.
the crap you pulled in using Sylvia, knowing full well that she ran the risk of getting kicked out of the school, all to get Fee on your team. And Fee made it quite clear that he didn't want to be on your team. He wanted on his own team. So that was kind of underhanded, don't you think?
He
Using
smiles.
somebody who thought was your friend, or she thought that you were her friend, using her like that, knowing full well that yeah, kind of not exactly a good thing there, Casper.
You really do think you have everything planned out, that you know exactly my motivations, that you think that I'm so weak to lose such a valuable asset as Sylvia to some dumb game just to gain fee. I'm
Is
a
that all
very greedy player when it comes to all of this.
Is that all she is to you, Casper?
What she is to me doesn't matter to you. It doesn't need to be a matter. She is a very valuable asset, though, very strong, a spirit walker down to the boot. She lives up to her name, and I respect that. It's something very hard to do in these times.
Right, right.
But if you're assuming that I was going to openly betray someone who's done nothing but be a great asset to me, you're dumber than I thought you were initially. You should realize there's always some other ulterior motive at these things. Quinn, I'll say Quinn, Toto.
You're talking to Quinn?
Fox,
I
you're so
mean,
used to berating me.
for instance, you sit here and berate me, but Team Gold and Team Silver, they have their own little plan at hand. They canceled the tournament that we were all so gun-ho on completing.
And?
With your own team's help, too. It seems like you guys circumvented everything because you couldn't handle the consequences you set yourselves up for.
Quinn thought that it would be a good thing to cancel the tournament early. I only agreed to it because it saved Sylvia's ass.
Exactly. Everything's underhanded. Everything is me lashing out, except for when you do the exact same thing. Then all of a sudden, it has good morals and good reasoning, and it's perfectly fine. Ignore all the other people who desperately were fighting their hardest to win that tournament. Everyone who really thought that everything was on the line. Nothing's on the line. The prince can wave his magical hand and everything works out.
The entire tournament was a ploy, though.
From who?
Guessing by the fact you said they, I think you know very well who I'm referring to, Casper.
You see him get annoyed, but he sort of keeps the bravado up. I have no idea. According to you, I'm just a little baby lashing out at everything. I might be too dumb to realize that.
Look, you might be lashing out, but that doesn't mean you're dumb, Casper. I'm not here to insult you. I'm here to be friendly and try to fulfill a favor to a friend.
Or you just ignore the favor.
Can't do that. I'm not like that.
It doesn't matter what the point of the tournament was, or even if the point of the tournament was the outcome we're standing in front of. Is that standing in front of us right now? What matters is that the tournament is over.
Yeah, it is over, but the semester isn't. How's your little plan going with the wiping everybody out but your team?
Oh, that. I mean, at this point, it looks like it's not going to happen in the first year, and usually the Mercy rule gets put away after the first year, so it might end up being thrown away. There's always the hope that you all fail during finals, though.
Finals, don't bring that up.
It's a good attempt at the beginning, good way to knock you guys out early. Got a good amount of people out.
I'm gonna try and throw him off his game here. Let's go. Alright. So, Casper, I guess I kind of figured out maybe a little bit of what I want to know, and it's got to be the truth. When I was talking to Sylvia and she was asking me for this favor, I wasn't too sure because I've been very hostile towards you. I will admit to that, and I'm learning very quickly not to do that. Not everybody is as they seem. But when I was talking to her and I was sharing my concerns about approaching you at all because I was pretty sure you didn't care too much for me. I'm gonna get closer to him.
Back
He said that
away.
you actually enjoy my presence. You enjoy
Perception.
this perception? Let's go!
I hate that. I don't have coins. You see him get uncomfortable as you bring that up, and he starts avoiding your eye. It starts avoiding eye contact with you.
I didn't exactly want, or I didn't exactly believe her. But you've been standing here talking to me for a while now. It's true, isn't it? You enjoy this little game, think it's maybe some cat and mouse, maybe some jealousy.
I will kill you where you stand, Toto.
Sadist?
You see him shoot you see him shoot a spear of lightning just past you, like just grazing you.
Oh,
Let's
come
get
on.
one thing straight. There is nothing of any sort like that between you and I.
Look, I don't expect it to be much more than you enjoying the fact that I ruin your plans. But, Casper, if it is something more along the lines of the way I act towards other people, you know, me being friendly, non manipulative, not trying my hardest not to do anything underhanded, there's always ways to learn how to do it that way. It would give you the opportunity to spend more time with me, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's adorable, Toto. You think I don't understand my behavior? You think I don't? You think I loathe it? I'm fully aware what I'm doing is dirty, manipulative, undermined, and plain nasty. I understand that I'm a blot on this world, and that if I was gone, things would go by a lot smoothly. People like me and Lorben only make this school worse because our agendas require the crushing of others. I don't do this because I'm lashing out. I don't do this because I secretly want to be your friend. I'm doing this because it's necessary. The only thing I care about when it comes to your silly little team is Quinn's demise. That's all I need. I don't care about you. I will admit your presence makes things easier. If you go around with your larger heart and you're wasting your time fixing little things I break, it helps minimize the damage to my goal. But I don't care who dies or who fails or who gets expelled. As long as I solidify that hatred toward Quinn, everything will be fine.
You know, I don't think it necessarily comes down to just what you think. I mean, Sylvia was the one to come to me. So apparently this is having an effect on more than just you and I. It's more than just what you think and what you do care for and what you don't care for. I don't think you see that there's more ways to do it than these undermined, underhanded, nasty things. If you want Quinn gone, wouldn't it just be a lot easier to figure out a way to destroy them up front, rather than having to destroy everybody around us in the process?
He'll walk towards you. And then he'll grab your shirt and look you in the eyes.
I hate that he can. I fucking hate that he can. I don't like his height, James. Anyway, continue.
I apologize that you think that I want to be a nice person. My father wasn't given the opportunity to just sit there and face the problem at hand, to talk it out with the king. He was killed. My mother hid me for as long as she could. Everyone was looking for us, everyone. Imagine everybody being your enemy. Everyone leaping from the shadows. There is no fair fighting. There is no tearful, happy cries. People opening you up, people talking to you. That's not real, Toto. In the school, maybe, but not in reality. She hid me as best she can, and every doorstep that took us, we left it in a trail of blood. Until she couldn't take it anymore. So she couldn't keep letting people die for us. And then when my uncle was done with me, when he couldn't handle the bloodshed, I was left alone. There is nothing but the shadows. There's nothing but the darkness, but deceitful methods. The only thing that can drive you is your own passion, your own hatred. And that's what's driving me right now. I need to hate Quinn. I need to destroy him. That's the only way I go forward from this. They'll push you off of him.
You're fixing the wrongs with more wrongs.
I'm not fixing anything. I'm changing. I'm not seeking vengeance. I'm not seeking justice. I'm seeking change. I'm going to make sure that Quinn and the rest of his family live by their name they were given, and they stop running from it, what the Youngs actually stood for. And if that means hating Quinn, then so be it.
So when you destroy everybody around you, you really expect somebody to support this change? You really expect for the Royals to stand up and admit what might have happened in the past and what they've done? No, they're going to turn it around on you. They're going to make it seem like you're the enemy because you tore down everybody around you in order to reveal this. And who do you think the people are going to believe? The royals that they've been serving for generations, or some lowlife that tried to get into that tried to be a graduate?
A low life. He smiles. I like those words. I'm not destroying everyone around me. I simply just don't trust anyone. Like I said, if you're a use of me, I support you. Talk to anyone in my team. Ask them if I've physically abused them, if I've yelled at them, if I've manipulated them. Ask them how I lead. My hatred, as I've said multiple times, is toward Quinn. I hate him. I need to hate him. And I don't care if the Royals don't want to admit what they've done. Because they'll be dead by the end of it, every single last one of them. And as for the people, you think they'll turn on me? You think that I and my family and the few others, that we're such a small, insignificant voice that is completely disgusted by how they've been running things? Are you not seeing? You don't live in my country. You don't know that the cries of revolution that haven't happened in so long are starting again. And I don't care if I lead it. I don't care if I'm seen as a hero. I don't care if my name is torn from the books and used as toilet wrap. All I care is to kill them. Solidify this hatred. That's all I care about.
Toto is going to rub his face. That is that's quite the bloodlust.
Perception. You see that there is hesitation. When he was speaking, there was hesitation in his eyes, especially when he keeps saying that he needs to hate Quinn. There seems to always be hesitation. He stumbles over his words, and his hands are shaking.
You know, you think that death is the answer for them? But where has that gotten anybody? Honestly. Where did that get Barkley? Where did that get Fred? Let's say. Where you do realize that change can come from within the family itself, right? You do realize that change doesn't have to come from blood. It doesn't have to come from bloodlust. It doesn't have to come from destruction. It can come from new bonds, new forms, new bridges. You have the best access to the royal family right now. Better than any politician. You are in a school, locked away in a dormitory, every day of your life spent near royalty. And you're spending it trying to destroy other people, trying to destroy the team so that this royalty can crumble when you could be standing before Quinn asking for change. Does Quinn know why you hate him? Why you hate the royals? Why you hate his family? No, he doesn't. But if he did, that's where change can come from. Just because it's Quinn's family doesn't mean that Quinn supports it. Not everybody in the same bloodline has the same thoughts. Not everybody believes in the same thing. There is something else besides hatred. If you want change, that's amazing. That's brilliant. You go out there and you get that change, but that doesn't mean you have to lead it with death. Just consider it, Casper. I see it in the way that you're talking to me. I see it. You're shaking. Just calm down and think about it before you potentially ruin your own life in pursuit of something that could have been solved much easier. You said that they didn't give your dad a chance to sit down and talk, and now you're stripping that away from Quinn. You're stripping that away from yourself.
The greatest people that have done the greatest things that people respect as true heroes, the Maker, the Spirit Walkers, those of that sort. Everyone breezes past the parts when they had to kill, where they had to get their hands dirty. You tell me that there's another way, that I can talk to Quinn, that I can do all of this. And believe me, I agree with you. Quinn did nothing wrong. My mother did nothing wrong. My father was the one who started it all. My uncle had nothing to do with it. Everyone that hit us, who just wanted to be nice, who wanted to open up conversation, who wanted to make things better, they were slaughtered. They were killed. They were part of the mess the royalties were trying to clean up. They had nothing to do with it. I used to think like that. Every time we ran to a new house, every time things were just turning back to normal, I thought maybe they'll give up. Maybe they'll talk to us. Maybe we'll work it out. Maybe we don't have to keep watching our friends die. And every time, more bodies will pile up. And the night I watched my mother hang, I went upstairs, I went into the streets, and I saw them putting on a parade with the royalty there, laughing and singing and joyful, parading themselves in front of the citizens, and I saw Quinn right there, happy, unaware. I saw the bastard father and mother, happy and seemingly unaware. Unaware that the simple order to execute all rebels has caused so much death. Someone has to do it, Toto. Someone has to kill. Someone has to take the hatred. You can't do this bloodless. And if I can kill Quinn, if I can solidify this hatred, then people like you can't stop me. And I can make it all the way to the top. I can start something. If I am the only one who needs to fall this far, so that this can finally start, that something can finally change, I'll do it in a heartbeat. I'll make that sacrifice. I'll embrace that hatred. That's all that's left, is that hatred.
You're tired. You're tired of it, Casper. You don't want there to be more blood. You don't want more people who suffered for you to suffer in this silly, not silly, I shouldn't say that, in this change, this war, this revolution that you want. I get that. I don't. Look, throughout history, yes, there has been blood, there's been death, there's been unavoidable wars and battles that have made the world arguably a better place. I know that. We're learning that. But there's also been times where it led to worse things. It led to cover-ups, it led to lies, it led to history being able to repeat itself, and more lives were lost. Let's say that, yeah, the only way that this can change is if the royals fall, is if you kill them all. Or you kill the ones that are rotten. All I'm saying is give Quinn a chance. You might find a powerful ally that will help you.
I'm not giving Quinn a chance. I'm not doing that. You think I don't want to? You think I don't look at Quinn and want to not give him a chance? Honestly. He's amazing, honestly. Everything I throw at him, everything people do to him, he keeps trying his best. He ignores the taunts. He doesn't even care that we don't even treat him as royalty, that we treat him the exact opposite. Honestly, in a different life, I would have wanted him to be my friend. But I'm not doing this for myself. I tried living that life, and I know for a fact that this is the way. I have to be hate. It has to be hatred. I have to learn to hate, because no one will be able to push that trigger to light this fire unless they go deep into that darkness, and they do it. If I kill Quinn off, if I show these royals that they're not invincible, if I get past this stupid heart of mine, then it all works out. And frankly, Toto, I don't care what you say. And I'm done with this conversation. If you come to me again about it, I may just actually test out that heartlessness on you first. He's going to teleport away. And we're going to pull the camera back there because we are over session. As Toto sits there frustrated, and a flash of lightning separates them. See you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy it.